Hello, welcome. We are live. Oh, I'm excited. Good morning, everybody. Ooh, my phone is making noises. How are you guys doing today? Happy painting, happy mental health. I'm really excited to see when we will get people joining here. I know it always takes a couple seconds. I'm so excited to start all the things, you guys. How are you? We are going to be doing some painting today, but obviously the big thing is, as I am sharing all these posts, we are launching the brushes. I have the website up right here so I can keep resetting. We have not launched officially yet, although we have people that have the brushes in their cart. Hi, hello, Trees App Girl. Is it Amber? I'm trying to remember what your name is. Hi, Alex. Hi, Craftamo. Craftamo will be here moderating as well as we are doing our live stream. So I've just put out all the posts and the emails and everything just now, letting people know that we are starting a little bit early because just want to make sure we build some momentum. We have, what is this, 14 minutes left until the brushes officially. Yes, I remember, Amber. Yay, welcome. So glad you're here. So we have 13 minutes and 45 seconds before the brushes officially launch. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this day. So let me know in comments what you're thinking, what you're feeling. I have a few things. I've got some like icebreaker questions and things I'd like to start with as well. I guess just to like get the comments going, get us warmed up. I'm curious what you guys' favorite watercolor brand is and why. Let me know in the comments because I'm always looking for a new brand. I'm always looking for new paints to try. And so I love using StreamYard. I can put the question on there and all the good things. Hello, Karen. Welcome. Nice to have you here bright and early. The question for the morning is, what's your favorite watercolor paint brand and why? You guys know I use Winsor & Newton. We're just kind of chit-chatting and getting ready as people are logging on because there's like 12 minutes left until the launch. Whether you are here to purchase brushes or just to look at them or see the painting demonstration or join in the chit-chatting, I'm excited that you're here. So this is my palette. You guys see it in all the videos, and I absolutely love it. It is Winsor & Newton. They're professional brand of paints, but I also like their student grade too, Cotman. I got paint on my hands already. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. Mei Liang, yes, I love Mei Liang so much. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. How many colors react well with salt? Absolutely. Mei Liang, I've got her over here. I've got another palette that they sent me that I have to look at. Anyway, anyone else who has some favorite brands? Hi, Ginger, you made it. So glad to see you. Yeah, you guys, I'm going to call you out. Say hello. We are going to be painting, but right now, before we paint, we're just doing the countdown for the actual official launch on Craftamo. And if you're wanting to take a look, maybe, I think people are putting them in their basket. I don't know how. I couldn't do it on the website, but some people, it says that there's a good amount of people that have it in their cart, not basket. So yeah, go to craftamo.com and I'm on the front page there. We are launching in 12 minutes. So exciting. All right. So how are you guys doing? We have, oh, Schminke. I have never used Schminke. What do you like about it, Rachel? I know that Christy Rice talks about Schminke a lot as well. Mission two-tone granulation watercolor right now because of the unexpected beautifulness. Ooh, I have to check those out. That sounds amazing. Hi, Tony. Welcome. You're new to watercolor, so green that I don't have a favorite brand yet. That's okay. For me, when I first started painting, it was whatever was cheap, whatever I could afford. So it's all good. As you try out different watercolors, you'll figure it out. You'll figure out what you love. You love. The color and feel as I apply it. Yeah, I see. I hear you. Absolutely. So there are, let me just tell you one thing, for example, as we're, waiting for it. For me, it's going to be 9 a.m. for the launch period. Keep leaving in comments, though, your favorite brand. I'm so curious about that. I'm going to get to that. But so some of these Winsor & Newton ones, I love them. But then there's a few that dry really hard. And when you're just scrubbing the brush to get that paint out, it's really tough to get it kind of, soupy enough, if that's not the right word, but it just takes a while to like break it down. And so those are a few colors that I'm avoiding. I'm not going to put those back on my palette. Every brand, of course, is going to have colors that you love more than others, right? Beam paints. I hadn't heard about that. Okay. Daniel Smith, great brand. Support Washington, my home. Nice. Beam is woman owned and indigenous. I love that. Yes, Ginger, I love Beam as well. I have to look that up too. 10 minutes until we're live, says Craftamo. That's exactly correct. How exciting. I'm too excited. I live in Washington, but hadn't heard of Beam. Thanks for the tip, Ginger. I'm going to write that down. I got a pencil and write down Beam. What was the other one that I haven't tried that I need to just try? What was it? Beam paints are like spreading butter on hot bread. Yay, that's what I love. Okay, guys, so for the brush launch, thank you, Craftamo, for reminding us. So today, you know, with the launch, we have, I should just get to business, right? But I do want to get to chatting as well. We'll do both of the things. So if you're getting the brushes today, we have an exclusive discount for this whole launch week. And you will see that popping up in about 10 minutes. But during the live, there's an extra 5% that you can get off. So you can get that taken off of the already discounted launch week price. And I will just put that up on the banner here. Can I put up two banners at the same time? Let me show you guys. Nope, can't. Oh goodness, get on. What is a get on, Tammy? I need to fix that. So you get an extra 5% off during the launch. So use the code Tammy5. All right, just saying. I'm gonna fix that. Do you guys know when I'm typing on here? You can probably hear it really loud. It's so loud. My husband and I were testing out this for the launch, and he was like, I can hear it so loud when you're typing. So I'm trying not to. I'm trying to avoid. Oh no, don't get nervous, Alex. Okay, I remember when, do you guys know, oh my goodness, yeah, I'm like, oh wow, it's on the live. 6 minutes and 50. Oh no, that's how long we've been live. I'm too excited. I'm all over in my brain. So here it says 11 minutes left and 26 seconds. That is, 8 minutes. I had to reset, you guys. 8 minutes left until we launch. So do you guys remember, hi, Sassy John, these will sell it fast, Alex? Well, we are certainly hoping so. We're excited. Have a lot of people on the wait list, so that was really nice. When Sarah Burns, you guys remember, you know her, she does watercolor, and she's got an amazing collaboration ongoing with Craftamo. When she did her launch, it was a few years back. I was like so nervous because I wanted to get part of that set. And I was like, right away when it launched, I went and I bought her set and I got it, but I was afraid that I didn't, because I got all confused about it. But yeah, I ended up getting them. It was exciting. This is what it's all about, and drumming up the excitement for people. And I'm excited too. This is not my second set of brushes. This is my first one. Very excited and very proud that I had this opportunity. Okay, so Margaret does not have a brand yet. Yes, that's okay. You will figure it out. Yes, only 300 limited sets available for this launch. So if you're wanting it, hope you grab it right away. Thank you, Karen, so much. Okay. I think we have time for another icebreaker here. I'm just like resetting the clock here. 6 minutes and 45 seconds. How fun. Okay. Just to give you a peek of what we are painting today. So don't get worried. And we're going to do this for we're going to have like an hour, just like painting party. And this is what we're painting. This is one of the things we're painting. And then as we have time, we'll paint this as well. And we're going to do a special giveaway too. I want to let you guys know. So yes, head over to Craftamo and get ready. It's 7 minutes to go. Thank you so much. I love that they're moderating and just keeping me on track. So open up the Craftamo website. If you don't, just craftamo.com. Well, it's clearly right there, but I'm just going to reiterate it. Also, the link is down below in the description of this video or this live, if you'd like to do that. But yes, copy paste it, get ready to go. And I don't know, flying off the shelves, I guess. That's what we're hoping for, but not too fast so that you can't get your own set. But anyway, we will be painting today. We're doing a special giveaway, and I will repeat it throughout this. I have a banner, so I'm going to show it because why not? Look at this. When we reach 100 sales, we will give away the painting from the live. And if I do 2 paintings, it will be 2 paintings. And I will sign it, and I will write a note, and I will give you guys I have some hand-painted bookmarks I like to add, a little care package. So it's just a little extra incentive for those sales as well. So anyways, I'm so excited that you guys are here. Let's do another icebreaker situation. Okay, you ready for this? This doesn't have to be craft supplies or anything like that. If you were on a desert island, what one thing would you take with you? I mean, I'm just saying, let's just do the classic cheesy question. So let me know. One thing, what would you take with you on your desert island experience? Less than 5 minutes left to go. I'm nervous. So excited. Hi, Susie. Nice to see you here. Hi, Molly. Late to the party, but I made it. Girl, the party, it has started, but it's officially starting in like 4-ish minutes. So chapstick. Kristen, yes. I hate chapped lips. I used to use Vaseline on my lips. And I know that, I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. I think that it could be highly toxic. I don't really know. It's made from petroleum, so petroleum jelly. Yes, I would take chapstick. Absolutely. My lips, when they're dry, I feel like I can't even talk. So, okay, what else, guys? What else would you bring to your desert island experience? Hi, Molly, a good book. That's wonderful. Letitia made it. Nice. You were in the live yesterday and you made it again. I'm excited. What are you going to bring to your desert experience? The one thing, and it's tough. I mean, I'd like to bring a whole bunch of stuff, but chapstick is up there. I mean, I would like to bring some art supplies, but water. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's really nice. All right. A tent. Okay. That would be great. That would be great. Guys, we're getting there, like 4 minutes or 3. I don't know. I'm just like, can't even handle it. I'm excited. 3 minutes and 27 seconds. This is exciting. People are putting it in their cart already. How can you do that? I can't see how to do that on here. Probably because I don't know. I was going to say because I'm old, but that's being mean to myself. Moisturizer. Yes, moisturizer. You know what? I have been known to use chapstick on my hands when they were super dry. One thing I do not like is being at the, I look so excited. I am so excited. I'm a little sweaty too. But anyway, it's kind of warm in here. It's a little warm. It's just me. Yeah. So anyway, we will be painting. I'm very excited to demo the brushes with you. I'm all over the place. I'm just excited that you guys are here with me. Like I said, for you guys who are just getting here, clean underclothes would be a must. Wanda, so smart. Thank you, Letitia. I'm in my 40s and yeah, I don't know. It's exciting. I like being in my 40s. I feel like I finally come into my own as a 43-year-old woman, like learning to let go and not worry so much about things, which is nice. 3 minutes to go. So we'll be painting this if we have time, but we're going to start with this. I will demo the brushes so that you guys can get a hold of that. A big hat. Yes. Okay, Leslie, to order. So go to craftamo.com. Craftamo, 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 or the link is in the description. If you head over right now, less than 3 minutes, we are officially open for business. People are already putting them in their carts. We have only 300 sets, so we'll see how fast this goes. But if you head over there and you have it already open, then you can just click in there and start to purchase in very little time. Oh, don't reload the site. No, Tammy, don't do that. We don't want to lose people. We want to reload the Craftamo. Okay, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Oh, righty then. I'm going to take this banner down because we don't need that. Guys, remember to get your extra 5% off. So I'm going to do that. Use the code Tammy5. So today, as we have like 1 minute left until we launch, and then we're just going to like talk and update and paint slowly and just have a lot of fun time. Make sure that deep breaths. Yeah. Breathing is important. Not letting me add a cart yet. Going there now. Okay. We'll just have the website open and I think you'll be fine. A hatchet to build a fire in a home. Okay. So guys, we're almost there. Make sure. So the launch price is a special price for this week, but for this live, if you do the code right there on the screen, Tammy5, number 5, then you will get 5% on top of this discounted price. 45 seconds. Okay. We're almost there. Someone needs to dance over there. It's a party. I feel like I've lost all my words. Here's my box. There they are. I've never used this set. It's the brand new set. Open it up today. Where are we at, you guys? If you're not over there, get over to the website. If you're purchasing today in 20 seconds, oh my goodness. I'm going to do a 10-second countdown. And I don't know how behind or ahead my computer is. But anyway, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And go, guys. We are officially launched. So go get your brushes. Only 300 sets available. Thank you. I got, my heart just started going up. I'm excited. Oh, thank you, Sassy. Congratulations on your launch. I looked at the brushes earlier. Didn't think there was a quill, but I'm a newbie. So what do I know? There is a quill. There is a quill. There's two filberts. There is a dagger, and there's a number 6 round. All right, guys. So you can go head over right now because they are officially launched. They are on sale. They're $60 for the whole set, but it goes up to $70 after this whole launch week. Make sure to use the code. 59 people have them in their cart. Sweet. Let's keep going. Use the code Tammy5 to get that 5% off. So we will get painting in just a little bit, but right now, like, they are live. We're just getting excited about it and all the things. And we've got a bunch of people here for the live. We are going to be painting. If you have your painting supplies, get them later, but first get your brushes. I know it takes a little bit to click on all the things and to add things to the cart and to do your payment. So, you know, probably let's give 5 minutes or so. All right, so we already have our first purchases. People have done it so fast. That's really insane. Okay, I'm very excited. Very excited. Can you tell? Can you tell? This is such a fun day. What a fun day. It's so gloomy and cloudy outside, but you guys are bringing in the happiness of all the things. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just excited that you're there. Yay, you got them. So excited. I hope you got your discount. Do the discount, guys. Get that discount. 5% off. Yay, Ginger. Congratulations. Yay. All right. I'm just looking at this, just resetting it. We'll paint very soon. I know. Oh, 13 I've purchased. All right. You guys are quick. 72 in your cart. 981 recent views. Woo. That was from like the last probably couple weeks too. Thank you so much, Ginger. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Right. No buy button on the page. Sassy, no. No. There. Well, I don't know what's happening on there. Sassy, if you email me, I will send you the link that I'm looking at, if that makes sense. And you can do that. You want to email me? Do you know my email? I'm sure you know my email from all the emails I've sent you guys. Got mine. Karen got hers. Natalie. Hi, Natalie. All right. Welcome in to the, okay, refresh your page. Yeah. Congratulations, says. Thank you, lady. All right. Launched from your link. I'll go straight to the site. Oh, which link did you use, Sassy? I might need to update it. Please tell me which one you use. I might need to update it. So wondering why I never heard you state the price on one with limited funds. Good. Okay. So, yep. So Mary, that's just how the launch is set up. And that's typically how launches are. We make sure to announce all the things right in that moment to build momentum and excitement about the launch. Hi, Amber, you got yours. Excellent. Oh, you got your set. Now you get a glass of wine or something. Too exciting. Yay. Let me get my brushes out. Let me get my brushes out. Let me see here. Am I missing something? I'm missing a brush. I'm missing my number 6. Here we go. Girlfriend, get over here. So these are the brushes. On the notes below, really? Huh. Let me double check what is happening. All right. All right, guys, let's see where we're at right now with everything. 25 purchases. All right, people are putting those in their cart. A bunch of them, I have them in there just kind of hanging out, getting ready to go. 25 sets gone. We have 275. Still plenty to go around. Let's see here on the notes below. You sent an email. Okay. All right, guys, let me go ahead and do that. We have to do some of that physical labor sometimes when things aren't exactly. Let me see here. That link should have been correct. So if it's not, I'm going to correct it right now. No worries. No worries. That's weird that it didn't work for you. Let me double check. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? Feeling good. Okay, so when I go to the link, it works, guys. I don't know. So that's really strange. But honestly, I'll just, I'll send it to you since you emailed me. All right. So we are pretty excited about all the things that are happening today. Thank you so much for your support and everything else. Let's see here. Doing the live by the brushes. Yeah, so the link in the email is working for me as well. So I don't know what happened, guys. Sometimes things don't quite open the right way and we don't quite know why, but I just emailed you back. Anna. All right, so guys, make sure to use the 5% code to get that Tammy 5 to get that. Rachel, you did not need new brushes, but you got them. That's hilarious. Yeah, I know. That's how it goes. All right. I sent it to you, Anna. All right. Sassy got it. Excellent. Wonderful, you guys. Wonderful, you guys. Okay. Let's see where we're at. And we're just 5 minutes into the launch. So we have plenty of time. If you guys have any questions below, let me know because I certainly want to answer any of those. Let me see here. I have a lot of brushes myself, right? I'm relaxing in a chair sitting in the middle of my field watching the live. That sounds beautiful. I always need something new in my life. So if you have not seen the brushes in action, we're going to put them into action in just a few minutes here. But I just wanted to show you real quick what you're getting. I know you see it on the website, but I'll show you too. We've got that number 12 filbert. Excuse me. We've got the number 1 quill. Look at that point. Look at that point. And that's what I love about the quill. It's got the, similar shape to the round brush, but it's way pointier. That tip is so nice. So I use this a lot because you can do those large details as well as the small, tiny details. It's amazing. The dagger brush, look at that shape. It's going to give you some amazing looking leaves. I use this for leaves a lot. And you can use it for flowers as well for some angular shapes. I've got the classic number 6 round as well because I need a round always in my life. And 6 is a bit smaller, so you can do the smaller details. And then also we've got the number 6 filbert for the smaller flowers. You could use this as a flat wash brush too if you're doing landscapes. Now it's got that beautiful round. So I just love it for petals because you don't have to worry so much about the roundness. It's just going to happen. 10% are sold out, 30 sales down. Sweet. Thank you for updating. The link worked for you. Okay. All right. Need something new. Yeah, I have so many brushes too. So yeah, for the draw, again, when we get to 100 sales, we will do a random, I will just pick a number and then Craftamo is going to look and see what number, who is the buyer that was that number. And then we will send you, I'll send you a little care package. So that is the other thing that we are looking forward to when we get to the 100 sales, which means we need to start getting to painting so that we can then show you what you could win. Okay. So are you guys ready to paint? Who's going to be painting with me? Let me know in the comments if you'll be painting along, if you'll be enjoying that whole process with me. I'm going to start with this one. We're going to do this beautiful bouquet with the brushes. And Amber says, sweet. All right. So let's go flip around to the camera that I'm going to be using, which is my over the desk. La, 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 la. There we are. All right. So we have this view over here. Let me just shift things around. I'm going to use the brand new set. These have been used once or twice, but I just wanted to open up a brand new set. And there we are. So that is the idea. Let me just shift over my light a little bit. It's quite a dark day today. It's just how it is. You're painting with me. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We are just 9 minutes into the launch, guys. We have so much more fun to enjoy. I would love to play music on here, but then if it's not approved or anyway, YouTube doesn't always allow some of that if it's not approved for just, free usage. So we're not going to do music. I might just hum some of the time as I'm painting. All right. Let's see. I wish I could paint along. I have to run my dog to the beauty parlor. Oh, that's so cute though. I'd love to paint along when I get my new brushes. Well, I'm excited for you to paint along. You can always watch, the live. It's just going to be here. You just purchased my brushes. Thank you, Kay. Carrie, Corrine. I like that name. It's beautiful. So the set of brushes is $60 for the 5. It comes with the gift box and everything. And one of the great things about this box this set is that it has 2 like pretty fancy brushes. A quill tends to be with this, the metal wrapping here. A bit of a pricier brush as well as that large filbert. And then we've got 3 of the smaller brushes. So it's $60 for the launch, but if you use the code Tammy5, you get that 5% off during the live only. And yeah, so head over to craftamo.com to grab your set. We have only 300 and we're painting today. After the launch, it goes up $10 and you won't have that 5% discount. This launch lasts the whole week. However, today with 5% off, I mean, that's worth it to just grab them. So, all right, we are going to be giving updates and Craftamo will be keeping us, what am I trying to say? Informed. Okay, so here's the painting today. I'm going to grab my watercolor paper now. This is Meeden paper, in case you're wondering. It should be linked in the description. People often ask what kind of paper I use. I love this watercolor paper because it's pretty affordable and it's also really good. So anyway, and I love Meeden and we work together and they're so fabulous. All right, so let's get our supplies ready. If you are going to be painting with me today, hi Dee. Rafi, you purchased the brushes. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're here and you're supporting. You scored a set, sassy. Yahoo! All right. I have several Craftamo sets. Brushes, my way of supporting the artist. Nice. Okay. So the pricing at Craftamo, could you speak to that as well? Is the pricing different? Is that just based on different currencies or what's happening there? If they could speak to that, I would appreciate that. On my end, it says 60 in US dollars, at least. I don't know where, if you're also in the US or if you're somewhere else. I don't know. Just resetting here. Okay. All right. Sales are going. There's a lot of people with them in their cart. They're just kind of holding on to them. So I think that's the thing. If it's in your cart, I'm not sure. Maybe Craftamo, if you can let us know. If it's in the cart, like that doesn't mean though that those won't sell out, right? So you do have to purchase. Give us a heads up on that. That's a thing that just a little question that popped in my head. You're excited to receive your new brushes. Yay. Okay. So let's unbox them together, shall we? Let's pretend I did not open it already. What? It's a brand new box. Okay. So this is the box. This is the artwork that I did exclusively for this collaboration. Had so much fun with this. Oh, it might be Canadian dollars. There you go. Nice. Okay. Yes, with the conversion of different currencies, that will definitely make a difference. Okay. So it has this magnet here that shuts the box. So boom, open it up. And then inside you've got the Craftamo information. You've got my Instagram if you want to, our Instagrams, if you want to check us out there. You can hashtag TammyK X Craftamo, or sorry, with Craftamo. Anyway, the X is there, like with, is that what it is? And then over here, we have just information about the brushes. They are synthetic, so they're cruelty-free, 100%, which is very important to me. Recycled silver ferrules and teal blue handles. Okay, so you've got a little information if you want to read that. Let's get the brushes out. That's what we're here for. 40 sets sold. Woohoo! Okay, once we get to 100, we will do the live giveaway draw. Anyone know how fast these ship in the US? Can't wait to get mine. Great question. I know Craftamo should be able to help with that. What is amazing that they did here is they put my little phrase on here: with every brush stroke, you're getting better. And that is something that I want you guys to remember. Remember, we let go of perfect and we just enjoy the process. That's a whole thing that I want to encourage you guys to do. Yes. Thank you to Craftamo for keeping our animals, for being kind to animals. Exactly. If people use animal, brushes or brushes made with animal hairs, like that's fine. That's a choice. I personally would like to use a synthetic. And so I like having these being that way. Okay. So I've taken off the protectors and I'm throwing those away because you just really, once you use them, you can't put them back on. You're just going to mess up your brushes. Oh my, I need to slow down. Okay, thanks for all the comments, you guys. All right, so we've got the brushes right here. I should probably put them in the screen. I'm going to scooch over and I'm just going to take off that glue. There's always a glue that keeps them all together. So, but I want to give you guys a heads up again. It's for those who are just joining. And they've got gold writing on here, which is kind of fun. So this is the number 12 filbert that I talked about for those of you who are just joining. This is number 6. These are great for those classic rounded flower petals as we're doing today. We've got a number 1 quill, which has that amazing point. So it holds a lot of water, liquid, all that stuff, a lot of paint, but it's got much of a pointier tip than a regular round brush. This is my go-to. And then there's the number 6 round, a classic one, you know, look at that point. You just need to have that in the set. The dagger is fun because it gives you a chance to do some really angular flowers or some angular leaves instead of just using a round brush. So that's kind of fun. Okay. All right. So if you guys got your brushes, all we're doing is just I kind of dab it on the bottom just to get the glue off of there and then put it over here on the paper towel. So yes, if you got your brushes, then comment, I got mine. Let's just want to see how many people are here live that have purchased them just to build momentum. Remembering that the Tammy 5 is for that 5% discount, only available during this live stream. And I'm just taking the glue off of these brushes so that we can paint with them. All right. So that's good. And once we get to 100 sales, you guys, we do that giveaway for the paintings for today. Okay. If we don't paint 2 today, I will send you 2 paintings. How about that? And some bookmarks. I'll send this one if we don't get to painting it today. You got yours. Who else got their brushes? Who got their brushes? I love the feedback. I love hearing it. Okay. I'm resetting. All right. We got 42 sets sold. So we're continuing on with it. And excited to see who else will snag the brushes today. All right, let's get to painting. It's been a lot of chit-chatting, which has been fantastic. And now let's paint. All right. I'm just going to double check my lighting here. A little extra. It's a little dark today, but you guys can see it, right? All right. Get this going here. If you need to go and grab any watercolor supplies, go ahead and do that at this point. So I have my palette here. Of course, with all of my colors, I'm going to spray them down. Yes, we actually are painting. Oh, I was going to take some tea, but it looks like I drank it all. Oh, well. So spray down your watercolor palette. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself we're just here to have fun. And I'm going to start with the beautiful 12 filbert. This is just my favorite brush. I absolutely love her. So big. So lovely. So I'm going to grab some random pinks on my paper. I'm actually going to take off that banner because it's, you know what? I'll take it off later. And you guys can let me know if all of a sudden it's obstructing the view. I just want everyone to know when they come in here to make sure to get their 5% off. So I'm just going to swirl around. I've got a lot of water on my palette. Really light color. It doesn't really matter what color it is. Not even going to dab it on my paper towel. Just going to let it be all gushy. All right. So whatever color you want, if you're painting with me. Ooh, let me know if you're painting with me. Let me know if you're painting with me. I would love to hear about that. So let's go ahead and do our first petal. We're just going to press down. And I like to swoop, okay? So I'm swooping it towards the middle. Then I'm swooping around this way to create a nice, looks like a bud, rounded petal shape, okay? Now, the great thing about the filbert is that you can twist it and turn it, and you can get really nice, beautiful, thin shapes. So now we're swooping, okay? We're swooping. We're not doing straight lines. You guys know the drill, right? Swooping around, swooping. I'm going to add another petal like that. Just swooping it in. All right, swooping. How many more times can I say that? You just placed your order. Yay! I'm so glad. I'm so glad. All right. Craftamo will keep us updated as we need to hear updates. Yeah, exactly. If the product is in your cart, it's not reserved. It must be purchased to secure your set. Thank you for clarifying that. I figured that was it, but I just want to make sure because there's a lot of people just kind of sitting with it, but I don't want you guys to lose your opportunity if you did want to purchase. Okay. All right. There's you had to come in so you could paint. Oh yeah. It's a little hard to do that outside. Oh yeah, if you can share the live stream on your feed, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, whatever, in your stories, I'd really appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much, Leah. Appreciate that. Yay. Okay, let's keep painting. I know. All right, so we're going to swoop around this way. Swooping. And I'm going to just twist it to the side to get just another little petal that is going to meld into one. Now, people often say in my classes that I paint too fast, so I am trying to go slow today. All right, so you guys can catch up. Swooping in, and then we'll do one more this way. Ooh, look at that. I did not plan that. I just accidentally dipped in to that pink. So that's pretty. Ooh, that's nice. So you can see I twisted it around and now I got that side of the brush. Now what I'm going to do wet on wet is grab some pink, grab whatever you want and just swoop in and add in some swoopy highlights. Well, that's nice. So while it's still wet, okay, just a few little, and now look at how poofy and fluffy she is. She's looking good. As you guys are joining the live, if you wanted to purchase the brushes, we're just continuing to do that. We're launching today. Make sure to head over to craftamo.com and you can find the brushes, get that 5% discount. And also linked in the description, that link is there. So if you just, instead of typing it in. So we're just going to let that hang out. I cleaned my brush, I dabbed it, and then I'm going to smooth out this part because it was a little bit, sometimes it gets a little bit fuzzy when you paint wet on wet. So I just wanted to change that up. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Alex. Make sure to like the live stream. If you like it so that people can be notified that we're having a good time over here. Watching what stroke you do with each brush. Awesome. Thank you, Lynn. I know I'm going slow so people can catch up. All right, let's keep going with this. I'm going to stay with this same large brush. We are also going to twist and turn our paper because I believe in it. I don't think you have to just paint from one direction, although it's good for your muscle memory. But we're going to make it easy on ourselves. Let's grab some yellow. So I've added some water to my brush, swirling the brush like this. And then I'm going to let's just do it. I'm going to do a side facing flower right here. So I'm just going to make a brush stroke, kind of not the side, not flat, but just a little bit tilted. So it's thinner. A little bit like this, a little bit like this. I'm going to grab some more paint and I'm just going to swoop around. Okay. Swoop around. All right, we're almost at 50 sets sold. Excellent. We're almost halfway there. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Carrie, so much. Thank you for sharing, Karen. Appreciate that, you guys. Yeah, please share the stream with your friends. Swoop, swoop. So look at that. We swooped it. They're not even all touching, but it's a very loose floral composition. And so we can do that. We can do what we want because there are brushes and this is our art. All right. All right. Yes, I'm excited. We're halfway to the giveaway. I'm very excited about that. Okay. So now I'm going to take a pink and an orange. We're just going to make a nice little peachy puddle here. Shall we? Peachy puddle. So some orange. Let's do some pink. Just kind of mix those together. All right, and let's do another larger one right here. Just kind of following loosely. You guys know the drill. We're going to do different brushes and different shapes. Don't worry, in case you're wondering. Swooping it around. And see how I've done like the side, so now it's very thin. Actually going to go and see how I have to twist my arm, my wrist, to get to all the angles. All right, so I wanted to get those larger blooms in there first, and then I think I'm going to do one more, an orangey here, and then we'll switch to the next brush. The next brush. Okay, how are you guys doing? Are you guys painting with me? I'm very excited about this whole process. This is so fun. I just keep checking the website to see we're at 50 recently purchased. Okay, 106 have them in their cart. All right, guys, make sure that you actually get them so that you don't lose them from your cart. All right, so we're halfway there to the giveaway. I'm excited. All right, let's grab some orange. Nice dark value. So pretty thick paint. We're just going to go with that. I want to place another side facing just right about here. We're doing a nice rounded bouquet, and we're going to add in different floral shapes too very soon. So just a little heads up there. And so as you keep practicing this, you're going to start to kind of get a feel for how you twist and turn it. It's really, challenging until you just get to it. And another interesting thing about these brushes, because they have the light petals, whatever color petals, the light bristles, whatever colors you're using, it's going to reflect on your brush most. So I used orange right now, and it's going to do some staining, which I think is just kind of fun. And it's going to be individual for each person based on the colors that you use most. Although they were a bit orangey or brownish orangey before, and so just a little extra, but we'll wash it off and see what happens. Okay, so we have those 4 large flowers. So you can do this kind of a thing with the large filbert. And I'm just thinking about what I want to do next. I think I'm going to do like just some really quick roses. You love the number 12? Yes. The number 12 is probably my favorite brush. I absolutely love it. Let's do some roses. I'm going to start with the next one, my next favorite. I think they're all my favorite, but my quill, number 1 quill. The point on this is just gorgeous. Love it. Okay. So let's do a rose. Now roses can get really complicated and frustrating as I'm swirling the brush, grabbing some pink. Actually it's really, really bright. It's an opera rose color. And we could get some orange in there too. I'm not doing the classic C-curve shape. We're just going to do more of a loosey-goosey type of rose. We'll put one here and then maybe one over here. So dab your brush if you feel like there's too much on your brush. And we're just gonna go around and just do like kind of they're like little C-curve shapes, but we're just going to move the brush around, leaving some white space. I just want it to be very loose and not overthought. Okay. So this is probably going to feel like, especially if you're painting with me, a little bit strange, a little bit foreign. Just going to go with, take off some of that paint. Just going to go around and let it move. Let it be a little bit wonky, a little bit loose, and just make it be a very, very loose rose. So I did not belabor the point. I didn't do the C-curve shapes, yet I still left some white space, yet I still left, that, the white space in between so that you have that, where one petal begins and one ends kind of thing. So let's go ahead and do another one. I'm thinking a little one right here. I think a little one right here would be nice. So just grabbing whatever color you want to use. You can do a bright pink. Dab your brush. All right. And then I'm just going to start doing that again. So just kind of going around, adding it in, make it a little wonky. And then you get thicker as you go out. And then I can take my brush, I can clean it off, and I can just do some spreading. Just a little bit of spreading. If I want to go outside of there a little bit, make it a little bit lighter. Just tucked away behind. Okay. All right. So the quill can do a lot of things. With the quill, I'm going to start just, using it for the stems, right? So we're going to start connecting things, and we're going to add in, actually, yes, we're going to do that. We're going to start adding stems, but we have more flowers to do. So I'm going to grab some green at this point, and I'm going to just do our little stems here. I like to arc them so they're not just stick straight. And that one's going to go down here somewhere. I like to arc them around. I like to do some dry brushing sometimes. So if the paint starts to run out, that's okay. There we are. And then one coming through here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 flowers. So, technically I like to do 6 stems, but we're gonna have more flowers coming in here. So that is just the first of it. We're starting to get that first layer. I'm going to, let's see, you can still see it. I'm going to leave the coat up there. All right, so that is using the quill. Of course, with the quill, you can use it for all kinds of things. I would like to put in now some flowers with the number 6 filbert. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm thinking pink would be good. So grabbing some of that pink that's already on the palette. The filbert, you know, you use it just like you use the large one, but it's a tiny gal. And so up here, I want it to just poke out higher than everything else. So making that rounded petal at the top there, and then twisting and turning your brush. Again, we're swooping. Taking another color if you'd like. Adding that in. Very nice. And let's add in another one over here. A little bit of orange, a little bit of pink. So again, you can do this. So you can see the same type of flower, but we're doing smaller petals. And I just love my filberts for this reason, because it takes that guesswork out of creating your flowers. Let's do another one here. You know, you don't need to worry about trying to make those petals rounded because they're already going to come out rounded, right? Just very easy peasy. Love your work. It's so neat, attractive, and very much appealing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. So I'm going to do it this way. All right. Even though it's upside down, it's good to learn how to swoop from all the angles, guys. But also you can angle your paper. There's nothing wrong with that. So, you know, guys, I'm always about, you know, letting go of perfectionism and just allowing you guys to do what you want to do, painting in a way that makes you feel happy. Before we put in our stems, what I'd like to do next is use my number 6 round brush, which is the classic brush. Let's grab some blue. Go with, oh, you know what? I'm going to go with, I think it's, I don't actually know the color. It's actually a Meliang, and it's a bright blue, and it's gorgeous. So we're going to do some smaller blue flowers with the number 6 round. So let's do 5 petals. This is going to be a nice contrast. So with this one, you can do your petal shapes, and these are going to be a little more pointy. If you're using it for petals, I like to use this one for details, you know, adding in the centers, adding in the shadows for things as well. That's, you know, that classic round brush. So we'll put these in here. Okay, just for a nice little contrast. And I'll put one down here too. I'm curious if anybody has, you know, just to get the comments going, I'm curious if you guys have any plans for the Easter holiday, the Easter weekend. Let me know in the chat what you guys will be doing. Thank you. You like that blue? Yeah, the blue is, it's beautiful. Let me know in the chat, what are you doing for Easter? Any special plans or things that you're excited about? I think we're going to try to go on a hike as a family somewhere, and that'll be fun. Getting outside, doing all the things. All right, so we're still adding things in. I'm going to take the 6, and we still haven't used the dagger. We're going to get to that. But I'm using the 6 now to grab some green, and now we're going to put stems in. Things have dried pretty well, so I can start to put my stems. I like to have kind of a wonky, asymmetrical look to my paintings, to my flowers. So I like to have some that are sticking out more than others. I do like that rounded bouquet. I also am very aware of, you know, trying to make a painting that is kind of balanced. So over here we have a lot of flowers, and over here there's some white space. So I'm going to put in more greenery on this side just to balance it out eventually. Oh, Amber, you're having a birthday Easter Sunday. Well, happy birthday. Well, that's fun. What are you doing for your birthday? That'll be super. Karen is going to be going to a bookbinding class with some art friends and Sunday dinner with them. That sounds amazing. You've got a lot of things planned. I love it. And just, if there's people that don't have things planned, that's okay too. It's nice to have nothing to do sometimes. I don't feel like that really happens to us very often, right? Where we're just able to be and just chill. So whether you have plans or not, I think it can always be relaxing no matter what. We're adding in some green to connect the stems here. Sorry, my nose is itching. Woo. No. Oh, Letitia, I'm so sorry. You lost a good friend yesterday. I'm really sorry about that. That sounds really hard. It's always hard when we experience loss. Thank you for being brave to say that. As a therapist, I love to hear where people are at, to encourage and comfort them. But thank you for sharing that. I hope that grieving process goes easier than it could, if that makes sense. That's tough. Not everybody has good stuff planned. Not everybody has, a happy day or a happy week all the time, right? We all go through stuff. We're humans. It's important to be real. Easter is hard. Yeah. Brushes look great. Congrats, Love Craftamo. Thank you, Virginia. I appreciate that. Amber is going for a walk and supper out. It sounds beautiful. Relaxing. The simple things can really make so much joy in our lives. Going to be cold and rainy. Yeah, you'll be painting. Sounds like a fantastic plan. I love it. Okay, so here is our composition so far. Second Easter without husband, so it's just the kids coming, having a quiet dinner together after church. Well, that sounds peaceful. I hope you guys have a wonderful time connecting and eating and enjoying some time together. All right, so let's see, just checking our numbers here. We are still about halfway there until the giveaway. All right, so I'm going to keep adding in some details to this painting. Right now, it would be fine how it is. We need to add more stems though, and we need to practice with our dagger brush, which is a very fun brush and kind of unique. Not everyone has a dagger in their collection. I'm going to take this 6 and I'm going to take a different color of green. I've got this really intense green color. It's like an emerald. And I'm going to add in some dark blue to it. This is actually a Payne's gray. So I really like to build up some contrast in my painting. Thank you for sharing, you guys. Plans are always fun to kind of look forward to and figure out what we're going to do with our time. We often don't get a lot of breaks. And so it's nice to plan stuff when we can, when we feel like it. I'm also going to take some of this green and just highlight some of these stems to create some contrast. So contrast is what's going to give you that nice, value shift. Using different values will give you that beautiful contrast in your paintings to help your colors pop off the page, all that stuff. All right, so we still have to do some other things like adding in our greenery. So let's go. Let's do it. Now with the original one right here, which it's very different, but it has a lot of greenery. You can use the filbert for some of the greens, and I'll show you that. You can use the larger one. And this classic quill is going to do great leaves, but then the dagger also does some fun marks. So I'm actually going to start with the dagger because we haven't showcased her yet. And so let's go ahead and do that. So with the dagger, I'm going to swirl my brush and grab some green. I've got 3 different greens on here. This is a green gold. Let me take a drink of water. Lovely green gold. And I like to use this brush kind of like it's cutting. I don't know. It feels like it's cutting into the paper. So I just make a line here and then I just go like this and I make these beautiful marks. Look at how pretty. Look at how pretty that is. They're very thin and pointy and just these beautiful sprigs. So if I put one here, sorry, my nose is just itching so much. Of course, right now, right here, and then I'll put one here, and then I'll put one here. It's going to get your eye to kind of zigzag down. So let's do another one. I sort of cut a line down the paper, and then I just do these little fern-like shapes. You could do lines kind of like this with a round brush, but they're just not as pointy and jaggedy. I don't know. They're fun. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Let's see, one right here. So it's pointing here, it's pointing there, so we're gonna point here. Does that make sense? Does that even make sense? I hope so. Boom, 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 boom. Guys, one of the things I'm doing today, it's not to celebrate the launch, although I'm celebrating the launch. I'm gonna get a haircut. I'm gonna get a haircut. I'm gonna get like half of it cut off. It's probably gonna be about my collarbone, so it's not like I won't have hair left, but it's time. Like it's been a year and it's so scraggly. Let me show you guys. Why not? So anyway, I don't know if you guys have any thoughts, but my hair is very, very long. And look at how thin it is here. So I lost about a third of my hair, even though it looks like I have a lot of hair. I lost about a third of it last like late summer or early fall. I was going through some stress and anxiety for some reason, and that happened. And so I'm gonna probably cut it like right there. We're just gonna do it. And I'm very excited because it's too much. And if you could see it in person, there's a lot of frizz and there's a lot of things not good. So we're just gonna go ahead and get back to the painting, but I just wanted to reiterate I might look a little different next time. And I'm excited because I need just lightness. It's too heavy. Okay, so how are you feeling about your painting right now? We're going to keep adding layers. Oh, you are looking forward to your first quill. Yay, I know. So one of my followers, oh, shoot, and I don't remember her name, but she mentioned I was going to do a larger round and she was like, how about a quill? And I was like, how about a quill? And I'm so glad because like I said, you can do those thin marks, like really nice little thin marks with it. And it holds a lot of water and paint. Yay, I'm excited. Beautiful. Got mine. Your episode should celebrate this launch. Go you. Yay. Pretty hair. Mine is all white now, but love it. My dad was white at 28. Wow, Virginia. And I love that you love your white hair. That's cool. White. Amazing. So yes, just a reminder to get your sets. For people who have just joined us, limited edition sets, we have a lot of people that have them in their carts. So make sure that you do purchase, that you can actually get them because they won't stay in your cart, if that makes sense. You have them in your cart, but other people can kind of take them and put them in their cart, if that makes sense. Like until it's actually purchased, you won't be able to hold on to that. Okay, so I like what's happening here. I want to continue on with this. I'm going to still use my dagger brush. Can't wait to see the quill. Yeah, the quill is fun. So much fun, you guys. So much fun. All right. So we're going to grab some sap green. Let's do some sap green. All right. So with this dagger brush, I just did those little marks right there, but we can also, of course, make just some classic, like kind of like the C-curve shape leaves. So what I do is I start with that pointed one part at the top, and then I just kind of, well, you can do it this way or that way. You can just like bring it around like this. You can add in another one over here. You're just going to get more of those angular shapes than we would with a rounded brush. So I'm putting in some random ones, and then we're going to add in other leaves with other brushes. I really like using it for those spiky ones though. So much fun. Let's see. Leaving a little white space is nice too. A little bit of a highlight. So what I wanted to do is show the quill also doing some rounded shapes, grabbing some more green. With the quill, what I love to do is just kind of dab like this and make my leaves kind of loosey-goosey. And I would say there definitely is a learning curve with the leaf with the dagger. Yes. So we can play around with that. I can do that. I think I'll do that on like a practice piece of paper, and I can show you more with the dagger. You recently cut your hair short just for a change and fresh growth. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just need to let go of the dead stuff and move forward. So I'm grabbing a little bit more of this. Now also, I'm going to take this brush to just fill in. You can just dab and fill in this white spaces with green, and then your eye is going to fill that in as without having to do much. Like how easy, right? Is that? Just a little bit here, just a little bit there. Okay. So if you are painting with me, kind of check in with yourself. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How is your bouquet coming together? Do another one. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll do another one right here. And then I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Oh, there's a lot of water. Dab your brush if you don't want a puddle. Just kind of dabbing. Boop. And then you can just go like this too. Boop, boop, right? So with this girl, your filbert, you can do the big filbert, and you can do the big filbert, and you can do the little filbert with the leaves. But this is so easy too. So I'm going to go darker, and you're going to use the belly of the brush and watch what you're going to do. You're going to press, and you're going to press. Boom. Look at how easy. Okay. Let's do this over here too. Boom, boom, boom. So I love using my filberts for leaves. The flat side or the skinny side, I don't know how I say that. The broad side or the side of it. Get your contrast of your dark leaves in there. So kind of think about your bouquet. How do you want it to look? You can keep adding, or you can keep this shape. I actually like that it's kind of bigger here and smaller here. I'm always looking for that, the contrast, absolutely. And then just trying to find that asymmetry that apparently our brains like more. All right, so I washed that brush. Oh, okay. Bridget, you were asking me to do a full leaf with the dagger. Yeah, and we can play around with that a little bit too. It is a little bit tricky. There is a bit of a learning curve there, but you try different angles until you figure out, what looks best to you or what you like best. You can use it for a variety of things. But I would say it's definitely the most tricky brush. I would attest to that, which is good for us to learn new things, right? There we are. All right. So I also want to add in a little bit of contrast and some centers for the flowers. Remember, as you guys are thinking about getting the brushes, once we get to 100 sales, we are going to do a giveaway for this painting and for another painting little care package randomized from the people that have purchased. So don't forget to get your code, your 5% off, Tammy5. And let me see. I have another question I want to ask you guys at this point. Let me think. Okay, here we go. This is super me, right? What's your favorite way to practice self-care? So let me know in the comments, what are the things that you do to take care of yourself as I'm adding in more. So if you guys have any things that you like to do, that would be doing the exercise, eating certain ways. I'm going to spray this down again because it dried out. All right, so this one I'm leaving because she has already that wet on wet that we did, those different color values or the different types of pink. So she's good. I'm going to leave her there. But for this one here, we're going to grab a little bit more concentrated pink on that. So as you're thinking about how to share, oh, yay, we've got some already. The things that you love to do that kind of take you to that happy place, right? The self-care. Let me know in the comments what you like to do. I want to learn from you guys and we're just doing the same things we did, guys, except a little bit less. I'll be honest with you, when I go fast, that really helps me not to overthink it. And so it might be fast for you, and I apologize. I know it's a little rough, but try it. On a practice paper, try doing the swooping slow. And then I did that fast, but do it slow and then do it fast. And I'm just doing a few marks here for contrast because I like that first layer. I want that first layer to shine. Okay, so some people, excuse me, they paint. All right, Amber paints and exercises, painting, photography, massage, Do you get massages? I'm assuming you get massages and not giving massages, or maybe you do both. That would be self-care for someone else, though. I'm retired now. I tell my kids I'm going to meditate. That's code for a nap. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Meditative, where you fall asleep. It's fabulous. Grabbing some yellow. So see what we're doing? We're taking more concentrated paint and we're putting it over the top. Ooh, there's some orange, and I'm just going to do one side because I feel like being sassy. Nope, I'm not. I've got to do one here. Self-care can be getting a haircut, right? When you haven't gotten a haircut for a year. Goodness, I got to do this more often. I should probably celebrate by doing more haircuts, at least every 6 months. I mow the yard 2 acres for just me time. Okay, you like that. It's very much a sense of accomplishment, right? Of course, painting, loving mixed media now. Yes, I love that. Cup of tea and a good book, or a book. Got lost in painting, just breathe. Yay, I love all that. Thank you so much. Yes, Craftamo, for always reminding us. Thank you for your purchases. Thank you for the beautiful ways in which you're contributing to this live, with your messages, you guys, with your comments, or just being here and showing up. This is so nice. You get massages. Yeah, I need to start doing that too. Thank you, Virginia. Exercise, community work, lead social gathering with seniors, painting, crafts, crochet, and knitting, small projects, read poetry. Love that. Craftamo, I love your fun IG posts. Always a smile. Oh, thanks for supporting Craftamo. They're amazing. They're amazing. They are amazing. Just double checking. Where are we at today? Okay, 57 purchased. All right, slowly but surely. We have 120 in the cart. People are waiting. People are just, getting their stuff together, waiting to purchase and all the things. So I appreciate all those 57 orders so far. That's amazing. I hope you love the brushes. So our bouquet is coming together. I'm enjoying the process of painting with you guys. I'm going to now take my number 6 filbert, and I'm going to get alizarin crimson, which is a beautiful red pink. So more concentrated. It's all gushy on here. When I do my second layer, I want it to be drier. So I dab my brush on that paper towel, and then I just go and create the petals, the contrast. So if you don't like those skinny marks, you can just take a mark and put it in between and make it a fatter petal like this. See? Voila. And then it's not so stringy. I don't know if that's the word, but anywho, that's what I used. We're going to do that with the others. A little bit of a bright pink. Dab the brush. My paper towel is getting pretty wet. You gave up shopping for Lent. It's been a challenge. That is tough. Oh yeah, right? Is anyone else giving up shopping and so then they're not buying brushes? This is an interesting time to do a lunch. Or Lent is over. I don't know. When does it end? I'm not sounding very smart right now. I really honestly don't know. I'm assuming it's done. Okay. There we go. So a little bit of extra contrast for those gals. The roses need Sunday. Okay, it's okay. It's Sunday. Got it. I wasn't sure when it actually is over. Thank you. So I'm going to take my number 6. We're just switching around, doing different brushes. We have a lot of people here watching. Guys, you are new, so I'm going to let you know we've got the brushes that are launching right now. We started launching 53 minutes ago. So if you want to go head over to craftamo.com and check out my 5 brush set. This is the brush set, the box here, and we're painting with all the brushes. The link is in the description of this video or this live if you wanted to click on that. There's only 300 sets. And for the live, there is that special extra discount, Tammy 5. So I'm actually going to write that down because I don't have the banner up anymore. I'm literally just going to do it like this so that you guys can see this in the corner. It's so awesome, right? I want you guys to get the discount, 5% off. So right now, this whole launch week, it's from now to a few days until like, is it through Thursday? And then Friday, that would be done. I'm trying to do this, you guys. I'm trying to do this. This is so professional. Can you even see that? And then once the launch week is over, then the discount, it'll go up to $70 a box. Right now it's $60 a box, but if you get that, you use the discount code Tammy5, you get 5% off during the live. So head over to Craftamo, grab your set. Once we get to 100 purchases, we are doing a randomized giveaway for this painting, and for this painting, unless we paint it ourselves. I think I might paint this with you guys. If you guys want to hold on and still paint with me, like we could do this, and then we can still work on some of those leaves. Look at that. So these leaves, these are from the dagger. Look at how pointy and lovely that is. I love it. Hoping brushes will be available next week. Yeah. Okay. Right. Like Sunday. We shall see, Virginia. We shall see. I really hope that you can grab your box as well. But you are being so good, being respectful of Lent and what you have chosen to do and what you've chosen to go up. And I think that's admirable and wonderful. Okay. Well, we're not done. I'm just getting another beautiful paper towel. I reuse my paper towels because I think they're just beautiful. They're pieces of art. They're fabulous. Okay. I'm in the middle of something and I'm putting this back. I'm literally writing this and putting this in the corner here because I want you guys to get the discount, and it's super, I'm a professional. Boom. There we go. You can read it, right? Okay. So we're taking, I'm having too much fun. We're taking number 6 round, and I just want to add a little bit of darkness to the roses. Roses are difficult, you guys. Let me know in comments if you feel like roses are difficult, or if you feel like you figured it out. Maybe you have better ways of painting them than I do. But I just kind of given up on that classic C-curve shape rose, and I just basically make the rose as quick as possible, and then I don't have to think about it too much, or else I might cry because it's a little challenging. They're challenging. But you know what? I'm up for a good challenge. I'm just darkening up the centers for some shadows. Let your brush be wonky. Let it just move and be all, loosey-goosey. You don't have to make this look a specific way. Okay. All right. Cleaning off my brush. And then we're going to add in some centers. Centers are super important. You are in the rose struggle bus. Yes, I know, right? They're challenging. They're tough, but it's okay. It is what it is. Okay. So another thing that I wanted to mention for the next part is adding in these centers. You can add in a green if you would like. You can add in a dark if you would like. You can do brown. You can do yellow. I'm going to do green for this one. So we're going to do some stippling with that same number 6 round. You've been practicing roses for a week without success. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so if you head to my YouTube channel, the main page, eventually, dab your brush, stipple. We're going to do a bunch of stuff at the same time. We're going to talk. We're going to paint. We're going to instruct. I have a YouTube video on there on roses, so different, like alternatives to the C-curve shape. So you can try that sometime if you would like and see if that's helpful. Now we're just going to do some little, what I call eyelashes. Making her real pretty, fancy. And then little dots. And this will be, posted, this video, once it's processed through. So you guys can do this again if you would like and catch yourself up if it was too fast. Roses are my joy to paint. Yay, Karen, you should tell us exactly your secrets to painting roses because they are the bane of my existence. Let me show you guys some roses I did a while back, which are kind of, I don't know. It was fun. I feel like I can't recreate them. But anyway, they're just like really loosey-goosey. I did the basic shape of them, and then I added in some darks over the top, and that was really fun. And then this was from a long time ago, just same type of thing, like rose shape, like full, like not a lot of white space, a little bit. And then I added some dark, and then I felt like that was fun. Ooh, almost 70 sold. Yay. Yay, guys, we're almost at 100. When did that happen? There was a bunch of people in the live, and then they left, and I think they went to go buy brushes. So, okay, we're getting there, people. All right, have a lot of people. We have a lot of people supporting. Thank you so much. All right, so let's continue on. I'm too excited. What was I saying? I was saying roses, but they're so beautiful. I'm going to keep practicing them this summer. I have a friend who has actually I have 2 friends who have amazing gardens, and I'm going to spend some time in those gardens painting, maybe even filming some videos there. They're so generous to let me hang out there. I don't have a fabulous garden, flower garden, I should say. That's a little bit soupy, Tammy. Oh, well, it's okay. See how we stipple and we leave a little white space as well? You're working on the English rose. Ooh, I like to make roses with centers. That's how I prefer. I feel like they end up coming out more realistic for me. Okay, we're taking down the self-care thing. I'm putting up the banner again about the 5%. So if you guys are here, also looking at this, when we reach 100 sales, we'll give away the painting from this live. I almost want to keep it because I'm not going to keep it, but I like the composition. I'll take a picture. The composition is what I don't want to forget. So sometimes I love my compositions and sometimes I don't. And this one is working. You never know. You never know. But there's always ways I have to improve myself. I try to find things that I like about every painting. Let's do some dark for these blue ones. Try to find something you like. What is one or two things that you like about your painting? Let's dab that brush so we don't get a puddle. And if you don't like anything, well, I did get a puddle anyway. That's okay. If you don't like anything, we're just going to make this have a center. If you don't like anything, remind yourself you showed up, and that is something to like. Okay, that you showed up, you participated. Maybe there's some colors or one of the flowers that you like, that kind of thing. You take your daughters, Marty takes her daughter shopping and to lunch. Oh, beautiful. You laugh, reminisce, and just enjoy time together. That's fantastic. Roses are double trouble, especially since I am a beginner. Keep practicing them, y'all. Exactly. Practice makes what, guys? Improvement. You have a rose garden and it's in memory of your daughter. Oh, Karen, that's beautiful. To own a Tammy K original. Oh, well, it's just me. I'm nobody special. I missed the beginning. How do we get to watch the replay? Okay, so Seema, you can watch the replay. Once we are done with this live, it'll be uploaded to YouTube. Once it processes, you want my painting? Yay! You paint so beautifully. Well, thank you so kindly. We will have that giveaway when we get to 100, and we'll see who is the lucky winner. Okay, continuing onward, here we go. So I do want to, this is almost done, and I'm having way too much fun reading the comments and, painting with you guys. I've just wanted to update here. This is so great. I was a little nervous about doing this just because technology and all that, but it's going really well and people are showing up. So that is a bonus. Took me a year to learn how to paint a rose very good. Okay, well, hey, but you've arrived, so that's fantastic. All right, so we've darkened up our petals and all the things. Sometimes people say that, or complain, they do complain, that I paint too fast in my classes. And so, like I said, today I've slowed it down a lot. Hopefully it was slow enough for you guys. But I do paint fast in my own life, and it helps me not to overthink. Just going to darken up. See how I'm swiping? Just swiping. Okay. I think this is almost done. I feel like I need to add splatter, and then we're going to do a little bit of the stems, and then we're going to get to a second painting. I'm going to do a second painting, you guys, but I'm going to do it faster. So you can just watch if you would like, or you can do it with the replay and slow it down, because we certainly don't have probably another half hour to paint and chat, but we're going to do a second one, and that's going to be so you guys know that you guys know how to do it if you want to do it on your own. I know. No, we are all special. I'm just saying I'm just a girl painting. Just a girl painting. I'm just me, I happen to project to share all this stuff or whatever on social media, which sometimes makes you feel really special, but I'm just still as human as the rest of you, right? As the rest of us. I'm just a human being that happens to go live once in a while and happens to have this crazy, amazing collaboration with fabulous Craftamo, which that has blown my mind. I'm just saying right now, I feel so blessed that they found me. Everyone making tutorials paints fast. Yeah, it's true. Faster is better when you paint loose floors. Yes. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you. You're very kind. So when you paint fast, when I paint fast, it allows me to stop overthinking. And so I don't know, I get into this flow state, you know, I'm using my right side of my brain, which is the artistic creative side. Sorry, as I'm doing this, I'm just going to take darker versions of paint and put them on my leaves. You just blob it on. You just blob it on. See, just blobbing, easy peasy. We can do this fast because you can do this without watching me. Boop, boops, and boopers. I'm going to do these as well. What was I saying? I don't know. Yes. So when I get into my right brain, like I just kind of just paint because it's intuitive for me. And I don't think about where should I put this? Where should I put that? I just do it. And that for me is a huge bonus. It allows me to create things that are looser. And I feel like they turn out much better. They're much more artistic. So the faster I paint, as you feel comfortable with what you're doing, you're going to just, I think, naturally speed up, but not everyone does. And that's okay. Splatter, really loose, watery paint, really loose, really watery paint. And I put it into kind of 3 sections. Boom, boom, boom. Instead of doing it everywhere, a little bit of whimsy. And then of course on the flowers a little bit. Boom. She done. Okay. Catching up. When I think of your painting style, sweep and swoop, come on. Yes, swipe and swoop. Swoop. That is my little thing that I say. Swoop the petals. Swoop them. Right? It makes sense, right? You're swooping or maybe scooping. Where am I? Over here. Hello. Swooping, not straight petals. Swooping. Yeah, there you go. Yay, your favorite brushes for my set. Those are my favorite brushes too. I love them. I love bigger. The bigger brushes, the more loose I tend to paint. Bye, Ginger. Thank you for being here. You can watch the replay later. Swipe and swoop. Very talented young lady you are. Oh, thank you so kindly. I'm so glad. All right, let's get to the next thing. So who wants to win this painting? Let's see how many. Are we at close to 100 yet? We need to be. We need to get there. 66. All right. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. We just need to wait for other people to get on. Let me get some water here. Let's go to the next one, you guys. So the next one is a smaller one. And I want to show you guys the differences between the original and then the one we did now. So they're very different, but yet they have the same type of shape. You can see how, you know, kind of how you can use your intuition to create paintings differently each time versus just copying. She says, Mimi. Yes. Okay. Smaller paper this time. Smaller project. Still important. Oh, I'm always trying to make it straight. I don't want it to be crooked. All right. If you are thinking of purchasing the brushes, here is the link, or here is the Tammy 5 to get 5% off. So don't miss out on that. And yeah, the brushes, you have a week to purchase them as long as they stay in stock for the $60, and then they go up to $70. So we will see. Have I painted a passion flower? I have, and it turned out weird. Yes, but it's been a while. I should try it again. I used to have them growing. We used to live on an island, and I used to have them growing on our back fence, and they were absolutely gorgeous. What am I doing? Put my water right here. There we go. We fit it all. Okay. Oh, hi, Amber. Thank you for mentioning my Italy trip. I appreciate that. I always love to chat about it. So, yes, I'm going to Italy. We still have a couple spots left. We have 3 spots left for my trip to Italy this fall. It's the end of fall, the end of October. I was going to say the end of Italy. So it's October 26th to November 2. Yes. And I am taking a group there right now. It's a pretty small group right now. We have 11 people, including myself. We have 3 or 4 more spots. So if you guys want to check that out, it is linked in all of my YouTube videos. You can check out that, or you can go to my website, tammyk.com. And yeah, thanks for asking. Would love to have you guys join us. Okay, so let's paint this. I am going to go faster this time because it's more just a quick demo, so that, you know, you can see it from start to finish. So again, large filbert. Let's go. All right. Grabbing some orange. orange. All right. So I'm going to do this large flower. I'm going to swoop it around. So I'm just going to start here with the petal. I feel like I've started too high, but it's fine. We'll make it work. So swooping it around, and I'm going to actually combine several brush strokes. See how I did that? I told you it was going to be a little fast. And then we're going to grab some yellow in there. We're going to continue onward. I didn't even see any yellow. Come on. There we are. And so I twisted and turned it. So now I've got that tiny little shape. I like it when there's these white spaces in between. Grabbing some more paint. Actually, let's dip our brush in the paint in the water and swipe off the side. And then we're going to swoop around here. And now, boop, you've got some beautiful light petals. And this is going to bleed a little bit into that, which is pretty. I'm twisting my wrist here to swoop around. And then grabbing some darker orange for fun. And we're going to do the last petals here. So swooping those around too. Ooh. A little thin one right there. Well, that's fun. And then we can even just do wet on wet, a little bit of orange there. We can do some yellow. There we are. Ooh, she's lovely. Look at how fluffy she is. All right. And now I'm going to do a second one, and I'm going to do the pink one. All right, guys, you know I'm going to keep announcing it because this is why we're here. For those of you that are live, actually, you're all live. For those of you that are here in the live, sometimes when I get too excited, I don't speak properly. Grabbing some pink. Our brushes are launching right now. If you are new, can't find the link to order. Okay, go to craftamo.com. Seema, we're going to do the same thing except side facing. I've kind of, tucked under. You won't see all the petals. Craftamo.com. The link is actually in the description of this video as well. But you can go to craftamo.com. I don't think it's going to be a clickable link, but at least you can copy it and paste it or just write it in yourself. And then you can see the web page. I should be at the front there at the top when you go to the page because we are launching today. All right. 68 recently purchased, 130 in their carts. You guys are stashing them for later. Hopefully you find it. Okay. You love the colors. Yay. Yeah. The colors are bright and fabulous. And now there's some orange creeping in. So I was trying to say for the new people that have just joined the live, we are launching live and there is that discount, that 5% off during this launch. Our live here, we're going to be painting for a little bit longer. Yeah, link is in the description. And hopefully that's working for you guys. I made sure that it was workable and that it's, it should work. It should be totally functional. Sometimes it gets a little scary because you never know if a link just stops. I don't know if it just stops, but anyway, or it just wasn't the right one. And you're like, oh no, what do I do? So anyway, let us know, Seema, if you purchase them and we'll celebrate with you. For those of you who are new, here you go. This is what we're doing. Don't forget to use the code Tammy5 for your 5% off. And for those of you that are new, these brushes are launching for that $60 for this whole week, this next week, the next 7 days, but then they will go up $10 after the launch week. So there you go. Thank you for the code there. Excuse me. Look at my brush. It's staining orangey pink. It's going to take on, I kind of like that about the brushes, that it takes on the color that you use most. Let me just tell you guys a really quick, you don't probably know the reason why the colors, and this guy is doing funny stuff because it's wet. There we go. You don't know the reason by the colors, probably the reason about the colors. So I chose this ombre effect because I really wanted to make something beautiful. And I also liked all these colors, but I couldn't choose one. So the reason why I use these colors is they are my favorite. Now, the color for mental health is green. It is more like a lime green. It's not the most attractive color in the world. That's fine. But I wanted to use something that, and aquas are kind of in between the blue and the green, right? And so I wanted to use aquas and teals to reflect that. The other thing is, like I said, I lived on an island and I visited the ocean a lot, and the ocean is very calming and relaxing. And I wanted these brushes to remind us to slow down, take a breath, remind ourselves you don't need these brushes to do that, but they are a stark reminder, and they're beautiful, right? They turned out really beautiful. I designed everything from start to finish. Of course, I didn't create them myself. I don't know how to create manufacture brushes, but I did design them all, and through the guidance and help of Craftamo. But I'm supposed to remind you that with every brush stroke, you're getting better. So like to calm down and not think I have to be perfect or I have to have all this painting experience done now. Like I have to know all the things. Every day you're getting a little better than you were the day before. And that's why on the box it says with every brush stroke, you're getting better. It's a reminder that it's not about practice makes perfect. I absolutely hate that phrase. Perfectionism has nothing to do with it. So it should be just about you relaxing, finding joy, finding happiness in your happy painting space. And the brushes are an extra reminder of that. So if you get your hands on a set, it can remind you a little bit of a cue that these brushes represent peace and calm. Okay, not stress. We don't want to be stressed when we're painting. It's the opposite what we need. Grabbing the little filbert, grabbing some darker, beautiful yellow, and we're just going to put in some more little flowers. So remember I said I'm doing this one fast because we already did the slower painting demo, but at least you guys will have it so you can do it yourself. Love the colors too. I try to get those colors when I buy clothes. Yeah, it looks so good with my white hair. Nice. Yeah, beautiful colors. Love it. I'm not saying, anyway, I love my brushes. I love the colors. And I also love those colors on other things as well. They're just calming and soothing, and they're my favorite. The colors of the ocean, my favorites. Yes, exactly. The ocean, so relaxing, so helpful to help us calm down and find some good space. Being mindful is something, that's really important of like, what can you think about the things that you can see, smell, taste, touch, and hear just in general in your life. That one's really fluffy. I like that. She turned out fluffy. And, thinking about the things you can see, smell, taste, touch, hear when you're painting, when you're driving, it helps to regulate your nervous system by tuning into those senses. And we so often just tune them out because we are too busy. But if we allow ourselves to remember that, we're needing to be observant of those things, to be aware of the beauty around us, it helps to calm us down. It helps to actually increase our happiness, increase our dopamine when we think about the good stuff around us. So it's good to notice, but it helps to calm us, which I think is super important, easy, quick way when we're feeling stressed out. So I really love making leaves like this, just kind of dabbing the brush like that, boop, 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 boop. Yay, Isabel. Thank you so much for your purchase. Woohoo. How exciting. I think you guys will be really pleased. I know you will. They're quite fun. We've been collaborating and working on this set since July. So it's been quite a long time in coming. So glad they're available now. What a happy day. So really loose little leaves there. Adding in a stem. And, you could use these for landscapes as well. Like I was saying at the beginning, this is very similar to a flat wash brush. It's rounded, but if it were flat across here, it would be a flat wash. You can use that, really, which is what I like to use, a flatter wash brush, a larger one for my landscape. So it's really good for that too. Just saying. Just saying. And we're going to use the other brushes. Oh, I dipped into several greens. Hello, Nadine. Shipping for Germany. I don't know shipping. I don't know if that's something that you can look, you can also go like this, draw out some spiky leaves. I'm not sure what shipping is. I mean, if you put in the cart, you could find out. I don't know if Craftamo can answer that for you. Is it possible to produce brushes with a marble effect? Interesting question. Lime green would have been very nice too. Yeah, lime green would be, that wouldn't be my preference. I'm not a big lime green girl, but that would have worked as well. Absolutely. Oh, thank you for helping, Alex. How much is the shipping? Yeah, I don't know. All right, so we're gonna just make these little spiky here. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Continue to add in. Let's see, we'll do some filberty leaves next, the little one. Let's do the big one actually. We haven't used the big one for leaves. Grabbing my sap green. Phthalo green light. There you go. Love that. Adding a name to it. Very nice. So we can kind of go from the side. Look at that shape. Isn't that fun? Swoop it, just like our petals. We swoop it around. I'm actually going to do one here and one here. Yay. The swoopy brush. Bring it upside down, which is a little challenging because then I have to twist my wrist. All right. Let's do some more over here. Okay. Don't forget Tammy5 for your 5% discount, knitting, if you do purchase. All right, so moving on with the brushes, let's do some dagger leaves. I'm gonna grab more of that beautiful emerald. I've got a lot of water on this palette. It's a swimming pool today. Grabbing some dark blue or some Payne's gray to darken that up. And I definitely would start with the tip pointing away from you at the top when you're doing these filbert leaves. Where do I want to put it? Maybe just right here. So just kind of go around like that and scoop them out. Just scoop it. It's a nice little point right there. Scoop it. You ordered on the Craftamo site? Yep. You hope you can see it. Very nice. Ooh, 75 sales now. That's cool. And I like, okay. Nice. All right. Well, I'm excited. Thank you guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. 73 recently purchased. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you very kindly. I was 73, 75. I know Craftamo has the most updated results, more than the website. So that's exciting. 75. We are 3/4 of the way there, guys. Thank you so much. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just trying to figure out where to put stuff. I think I'm going to do some more here. So let's just do more of these. Ooh, look at that nice line. I feel like I've used all of my words today. Oh my goodness. I want to put another question on the screen as you guys are sitting here watching. Boom. What is your dream vacation and why? Okay. We did mention recently that, oh no, failing the test that I'm a human. Oh no. Oh, SP, I'm so sorry. Craftamo, if you can help them with that, that would be amazing. Okay, so what is your dream vacation and why? Obviously, someone mentioned the art retreat that I have going on in Italy right now. Whether or not that's something that would be your dream vacation, whether or not you would like to come, fill the 3 spaces that are left. I feel like Italy was one of my dream vacation spots, but I would really like to go to Greece. Really like to go to Greece. So maybe one day I can take some people there. I don't know. Or my family or something. See, look at how fun this is. This is just, it's a little bit nerve-wracking to use a dagger because it's just tricky the way that you hold it sometimes, because it has different angles, right? So you just have to practice over and over, figuring out how to create the shapes that you want to create. And it's just a learning curve, like all the things. That might be one of your most challenging, feeling like it's a challenging brush or whatever, but it's just something to learn, like anything, okay? Like anything. I love these marks that it makes. Excuse me. My nose is so itchy. Maybe refresh. Good idea. Good idea. So, dream vacation people, let me know in the comments, what is a place that you've always wanted to go and why? I've been able to travel a good amount as a kid because of my dad's career. And so been able to see a lot of good places, a lot of fun places, a lot of not so fun places too. What would be my dream vacation? I think Greece would be my dream vacation. Actually, I've always wanted to go. The aqua green is pretty. Yeah, right? Greece is beautiful. We should travel there all the time. Hubby was born there. Oh, wow. How amazing. Love it. Love it. Anyone else? What is your dream? Someday, whether you're going to do it, maybe you have done it already. Have you already done your dream vacation? Maybe that's another question to ask. I need to put in some filberty stuff here. I just like, I like making these. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. I went darker. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. And then another one here. A little dark value to make everything pop. I'm gonna put one here too. Can you guys see that? Shoot. Okay, so when I see my screen, it's opposite what you see. And it looks like I'm painting left-handed too. So I'm like, when I put it this way, it's the wrong way. If that makes sense. I see it moving the opposite way. Okay, Italy's actually, okay. And then when I fell in love with watercolor, why not combine my other dream, Ireland? Yes, Ireland would be amazing to do it, to go there. Australia down under. I've been to Australia. One of the places I got to go with my father and my family, and it was so nice. But I didn't appreciate it enough because I was young. I was like 14. You are 14, going on 15. That's what I was that time. Sound of Music, anyone? I would love to spend a month traveling around Ireland, painting all the shades of green. That sounds really, really nice. Lovely. No, I'm poor. I have to wait till payday to buy a brushes, so I'm going to be paying all full price. Okay. It is what it is, girl. Life is what it is. You have to wait. It's all good. It's all good. No worries. No worries. Thank you for the support, though, and ahead of time. I appreciate that so much. All right. Now, let's go with that second layer, but I am going to take the number 6 round, and I'm going to do some stemmies. Didn't realize there was a paint webinar today. Hi, Sabrina. Yeah, so I'm going to do it again, guys. You know, I have to because not everyone knows. We are launching the brushes. If you didn't know or others who are just joining, my watercolor brushes started launching an hour and a half ago. So it's a limited edition. If you purchase during the live, you get 5% off with the code Tammy5. You bought yours, Heidi? Yay! Thank you. So anyway, the price will go up $10 after launch week is over. So next week at the end. But then you also, if you purchase now, you get 5% off. So you can head over to Craftamo. It's linked in the description of this video, or you can type in CRAFTMO. CRAFTAMO. Craftamo. Goodness, spelling is hard. I am so tired, you guys. I woke up early, was so excited about the launch, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I was like, oh, well. All right, little stems here. And I like to do the little connecting points. So we did paint before this. There will be a replay, Sabrina. So if you wanted to watch it later, you absolutely can. I want to go on an art retreat someday, or the UK, because they have so many awesome art stores, or go see the ocean. Yes, Elizabeth. So when we went to Italy, we went to we were in the southern coast of Italy, in the heel of the boot, as they say, and we went to an amazing art store there, and just had such fun just seeing everything. And the prices were actually affordable, which is another bonus. But anyway, we'll be taking people to the art store for sure while we're on our art retreat. We're going to do a lot of painting, like 6 or 7 probably 7 or 8 classes. We did that last year, and oh, it was such fun. Such fun. We're darkening up our leaves now. So taking that filbert, actually, yeah, I'm going to take the little filbert, and I'm just getting more concentrated green. You love the composition. Thank you. You know what? Sometimes things turn out. I'm pretty excited when they do. They don't always turn out the way I want them. I'll be honest. I am my own worst critic too. Like, what is happening here? I don't know what's happening there. I painted outside the lines and I regret it, but it's okay. I can't change it. It's just the way it is. And so I'm going to move on. There you are. No perfectionism here. I do struggle with perfectionism, I'll be honest. But that's why I talk about it so much, because I want to get rid of it in my life. It serves no purpose. And you guys, if you've ever painted with me, you know that that's my thing. I talk about all the time. Letting go of perfect and just enjoying every brushstroke, enjoying the process of putting art down, right? Thank you, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. How are you doing? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, guys, if you haven't headed over to craftamo.com, you can check out the brush line there. We have 74, what I can see here, 74 recently purchased. 143 of you have them in your carts. That's crazy. Got to get to that purchase part, and then you'll know you have it guaranteed. You recently bought your granddaughter's almost new mini iPad so you can watch tutorials at your art table. Yay! At the end of a dining room table. That's how I started as well, until I was able to get a table for myself. You know, it's just you use what you got, and that's good enough, right? It's perfect. Okay, let's use the quill because she's one of my favorites. Let's use that again. Have we used it yet? Yeah, we used it over here. Okay, I'm going to grab more of this beautiful emerald green. And boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. We're just going to darken up, add some shadow, some contrast. So the more contrast you have in your painting, the more of that beautiful, beautiful like 3D popping off the page look you're going to have. So we like to go with light values, medium values, and dark values. The value is just the lightness and the darkness of a color. I didn't know we'd be on here painting this long today, but it's been fun. It's been really fun chatting with you guys. Appreciate that support. So let me see. You love I sing when I paint. Yeah, I don't do that when I'm not with people. I just do that when I'm painting live. And I think I don't know if it's a nervous thing. I don't feel nervous, but I don't know if it's like, oh, it's really quiet. I don't know what to say. Let me just do a little hummy hums or something. But thank you. I do sing a lot when I'm happy at home. My family will say that. And it's like, I don't always know that I do that. Anywho, so we have some beautiful marks over here. I'm not even, because we did wet on wet, I'm not even going to touch that with a second layer. This one, there's something in my hair. I felt like there was a bug in my hair. Oh my goodness. We found we found a hairy spider in our house yesterday, and that was interesting. Just adding some paint over the top of this really loosely. And anyway, so I'm thinking about the bugs because I found the spider. Oh wait, that was last night, yeah. I mean, it looks kind of cute, but then you're like, ooh, are you gonna bite? Would you bite me in my sleep? I don't know. The weird things. Okay. This one I do want to add some contrast because like it has some interesting blooms that kind of got a little weird, and I feel like the contrast just isn't there. Dream vacation. A place that isn't touristy. That's really good idea. So, I hear you on that. I like to go to a place where the locals are and where every minute isn't planned. That's beautiful. Large brush. Hello, everybody. Oh, thank you, Jody. Yes, such an exciting day. Such an exciting day. So yes, I'm actually going to update. I don't want you guys to get confused by that code during the live launch. Okay. I had written there on the screen, get an extra 5% off during the launch, but it's the live launch because our launch is lasting this for 7 days. Yay, Joyce, you just got the brushes. Woohoo! I'm excited. I'm just going to reset the numbers. 76 on my end. We are close to 100, you guys. Very close. And then we will do that giveaway for this painting and this painting. And heck, I might throw in a third painting and some bookmarks because so fun. Why not? Why not? Okay. what's next? Let's do this filbert. So grabbing whatever colors you want, I'm going to grab the Opera Rose, super intense, dab my brush, and I'm going to do the swooping, swooped to swoopers. I don't know why. I don't know why swoopers. And then we're going to do some orange, grab that, add it to our pink, and that looks like pink still. Little orangey. I'm just excited and grateful that you guys are here chatting with me. I'm not by myself. One of the things was like, what if no one shows up? What if I'm all alone? And then you guys all showed up and it was great. So pretty, congratulations. I'm so excited. Please order. Yay, Wendy. Thank you so much. Can't wait to use them. I'm so excited for you. I love these paintings, Tammy. Thank you. Yes, I can show the brushes again. Thank you for that. Absolutely. I am actually going to go back on what I said. I'm going to add a few little marks here. That one is pointing a little left to the middle, but we're going to be forgiving. We're going to say, let's move this. I decided to add in, oh no, cooperate and listen. Yeah, just a little bit of extra. Boop. Okay. For the latecomers. All right, here we go. So for the latecomers, this is the brush set. This is the brush set right here, right now. Putting them in order of the I am losing my words, people. Ombre. Why is that so hard to say for me? I don't know. So again, here are the brushes in that collection. I have to be honest that, these two brushes are quite fancy, especially like you've got the quill, you've got that wire wrapping on there. Love it. They're so pretty. So they have this, this ombre effect because I'm trying to remind people about the colors of the ocean. They're very relaxing. They give us peace and happiness. And so I want you guys to see, I didn't want to pick one color because I love all of them. So I decided to do all of them. Okay, if that makes sense. So every color has a slightly different shade to it. And mental health, it's, I'm a mental health therapist and I focus on that piece as well. With mental health, the color of mental health is lime green, kind of like this. Beautiful in itself, but it's not my cup of tea for brushes. So since aquas and teals are in that kind of green, in between green and blue family, I wanted to utilize that. So every time you look at your brushes, it's giving you an invite to relax, to take a breath, reminding you. Also on the box, with every brush stroke, you're getting better. So instead of with practice makes perfect, it's with practice makes improvement. And so the size is absolutely, yeah, I'm getting there for this guy. This is a number 12 filbert, which I absolutely love for your beautiful rounded petals. And then we've got a number 1 quill. And this one, I got to tell you guys, the quill is amazing because it has a large belly like a round brush, but look at the tip on that. The tip is very long and thin, and so you can make really thin marks as well as the thick ones. If you guys want to go back and watch any of my latest YouTube videos, I demonstrate, on the first one, I demonstrate all the marks that each of these brushes can make. And you can go really thick, really thin. Again, if you are just showing up, please make sure this little professional sign, utilize it. It's on the screen there. It's on the screen here. Tammy 5 for 5% off during this live. Then we've got our 1/2-inch dagger brush, which is beautiful for angular flowers and leaves. Really great for, like, you could do palm tree branches or tree branches with that. Then they've got the rounded filbert number 6 for the smaller rounded petals. So useful. And then finally, a really pointy number 6 round for those details for the smaller flowers that you're not just trying to do those roundy petals. And for the details of everything, you don't need a smaller brush than this because the tip is so sharp, I will say. It's not sharp in the idea of like a knife is sharp, right? But it's got that sharp point, which helps you with those smaller marks. Okay, so within this point, I'm going to put in a little bit of contrast here. And so again, hurry up. If you're going to purchase, make sure to do it now because we're going to be ending the live fairly soon once we're done with this. We've been live for already 2 hours almost. And so it's been so fun. And this will be a replay that you guys can watch. I'm going to do just some darker paint over the top. But if you want that extra 5%, you definitely need to hurry up and make that purchase. I'd say in the next right now or in the next few minutes so that you can get that 5% with the Tammy 5 code. All right. But if you're not able to purchase today, that's okay. Our launch special pricing, the $60 for the whole set, is going to be good. I do believe, Craftamo, if you can just correct me if I'm wrong, through Thursday, would that be through Thursday night? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. So that would be Thursday night. Okay. I purchased your brush set. Do not have these brushes, only a couple rounds. So I'm ready to get back to watercolor. Love your paintings, Craftamo. Can you please change the test to sign up? Please change the test to sign up. I'm not sure what that means, but Craftamo will be on that in just a minute, I'm sure. I make and send a lot of cards, so I just painted some of the flowers on the card. Oh, on card fronts. Yay! It turned out pretty good. Well, wonderful usage of your time. That's amazing, Mary. Thanks for sharing that. I love you describe them like the ocean. They're pretty. Shoot, I didn't get the code. Oh, okay. Sorry, Wendy. Yeah, some people just probably signed up. That was something that we announced when we started the live. I think it's like $3 off or something like that with the 5%. Now I'm just going over this because I didn't like how that lady was turning out. Why am I calling her lady? I don't know. So, sometimes you make like weird shapes on your paper. We all do it. It is what it is. I'm just going to like look at the things as a whole. If you get a weird leaf that you don't like, you can always take a really pointy brush like this quill and you can outline and create a different shape. And that's totally fine. Yay, Kay. Thank you. Kay, just like my name. Kay, spelled the same. My daughter's name is spelled that way too. How fun. Thank you guys. Yeah, let me know if you come on here on the live and you've purchased the brushes and you didn't tell us, let us know. We're at almost 80 brushes sold, 80 sets sold, 150 in their cart. Wow. I love it. I love it. Okay. I am taking my time here, having so much fun chatting. I had another idea. Okay, this is what we're doing. So I'm going to fill in the white space and then we'll do the middles for these. I'm so excited, guys. If we can get 20 more sets sold, then we will do that giveaway, right? Once we get to 100, and then we can see who gets the paintings. All right, let me see here. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to blob on some green in between where the white space is, in between the flowers. And that is going to fill in our bouquet like we did with the other previous bouquet. I didn't know it would take me so long to paint all these. This is fun though, with all the chatting. It's been so great. I'm actually going to put it right there too, in between the petals. Just filling it in. You're going to purchase as soon as you're done babysitting your grandson. Yay, Josie. Hi, nice to see you. Yes, let us know. Drop an emoji in comments and let us know if you purchased the brushes. They sound lovely. Old eyes and clear letters, not the best match. Oh, yeah. You think this might be one of my best? Oh, that's so nice. Which one do you like better? They're similar, but they have their own little. I think I like the green. There's a lot more greenery in this one, So it's not about better and worse, though, right? It's about what aspects do you like. So if you want to fill in more spaces, you can just like take the brush, the belly of the brush, just like a filbert, but it's just a longer, thinner mark versus the filbert that has more of the no, it's not rounded. What am I saying? It's just long, elongated right there. If you use the belly of the brush versus the filbert, that's that more a rounded shape. There we go. I got my words out. I know I'm just stalling so that I can see if we can get to 100 sales, and then we can, because I'm just painting slow. I'm having so much fun with you guys. I love it. Make sure to take your 5% off, you guys, if you're joining us newly joining us. So we're going to do our centers now. We're just going to do what I did there, but I'm using, I'm using the quill, which is a size, kind of like a size 10 round, but it has more of a point. Google's proof of being human is horrible on a small table, but got through. Yay. I'm so glad. 81 sales. All right. 19 more sales until the giveaway tablet. Nah, no worries. Gotta go. Bye, Seema. Congratulations on your brush launch. Wishing you all the best. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Seema. Appreciate you so much. Your videos are so calming. They always inspire me to paint. Oh, yay. That is my desire. I'm so glad. Life is good. Life is good. All right. So yay, we are close, you guys. Is there such a thing as a watercolor press to flatten a warped paper from all the water? Oh man, there might be. I actually don't know because I've never used one, but I bet you there is. You know what it's called? It's called a stack of 10 books. So I will take what you can do once your painting is dry is you can lightly spray it with some water. And then maybe you put another sheet of paper on top, and then you put your stack of books and you let it sit there for a day or 2 or 10, and it will definitely flatten your sheets of paper. So that's one to try, and it's free. So that's pretty great. Oh man, that's great. I love it. There's probably something way more professional. I have so many sets already. Would love to get Tammy's quill if you want an idea. Oh, love the brush soap too. The brush soap. Oh, that's so great. This one, yeah. Thank you. Ditto on grease. Yay. Where do we sell the individual brushes? Oh, good question. 17 more sales to go. Yay. Oh my goodness, we're getting there so fast. Thank you. Yes, I love this palette. It was from Etsy. It's quite pricey, but it is handmade and is shipping from Latvia. And it was so exciting to get. I just felt like I needed 6 more sales to go. Oh my goodness, you guys, we're going to be there soon. Let's go. Let's go. Because this live is, we're not going to be doing the live all the day, but we're still doing it. I have not finished this painting because I am busy chatting with you because this is so fun. Yes, if you want to be entered into the giveaway, grab your set now. 5% off during the launch, the live launch only. And I guess we have 16 sets to go. So we're pretty close. We just need to hold on. Just brought the brushes. Thank you, Catherine. Excited to pay more. So it depends on you guys. How many, the audience in general. If we sell these brushes out pretty fast, then there's a consideration, maybe we can bring them back. I don't know. Those are always conversations to have in the future. Are there other things, individual brushes? I don't know what the future holds, but that would be so much fun. I can say that. I would love that. Individual, yes. 16 more to go. Thank you, Catherine. No, someday I will treat myself to the palette like that too. Yeah. So I knew because I am doing this as my work and because I do a lot of filming, I was able to treat myself to that. And that was I don't regret it. But one day I'm afraid I might break it and then I'll be very sad. Enjoying your painting today. Yes, you're so pretty. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to keep going with this. We are so close to the giveaway. I'm very stoked. Okay, so on my end, it says 83 purchased. I know Craftamo's on their end is a bit more accurate. Okay, just bought the set, Amy. Yay! Okay. You guys are so supportive and lovely. I know you're going to really love them. I absolutely love them so much, which is obviously why I, picked what I picked. Craftamo did such a great job with producing them. So I'm going to take my dark paint. I don't have black. Okay, you can't see it because of the banner. But look, you could watch me paint every day. Oh my goodness. You're so kind. You might get a little tired of the banter, just saying. But yeah. I will be in the giveaway too. Yay, Wendy. Woohoo. Giveaway. I cannot end the live until I just can't. I can't end the live without doing the giveaway. Just saying. It would be so sad. It would be so sad. You know what I'm gonna do, you guys? I'm gonna do 2 giveaways. Craftamo doesn't know that. I'm just gonna do 2 because I have 2 sets of paintings, and so there's 2 of these, and then there's essentially 2 of these, right? The original and then this one. So I'm gonna do 2. So let's get to 100. Let's get to 100, and then we're gonna do 2 giveaways. Pretty exciting. If I can think of something else to give away, I'll do that. I'll do 3. But I can only think of 2 that I can give away. We'll see. Why not? And I'll be shipping those out to you personally. So, you know, I will do the little care package thing. Yay. Okay. Let's do this. So I've got dark here on my palette. You can't see it once again. Holy cow, Tammy. I don't think you need this anymore because it's up on the screen. And this is a Payne's Gray. It is like a navy color. It is not black. I don't have black on my palette because black tends to just be more of that muted. It's more muted. It's not as vibrant. So when I actually wet this down, put more water in it, it's going to be really light. You're in the giveaway. Fingers crossed. I love your paintings. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, guys, we're going to do 3 giveaways. All right. Craftamo. Hopefully that's okay. Because I have other things I can give away. So I'm going to give away 3 care packages of paintings, original ones. I'm going to grab one right now so I can show you guys. So a little motivation to win, I guess. So here's the other one here. This is one that we painted yesterday. I painted yesterday. It's got the little highlight in there. And so that'll be one for the giveaway also. So we're doing 3 because you're not, but we're close. Craftamo, what is the update on the number? And then maybe this one, a little loose from a YouTube tutorial. We'll go in. So everybody that gets the giveaway, yay. Okay. Woohoo. So they'll help me know who exactly it is. And then we can announce the winners, which is going to be so fun. Yeah, this was fun. It was fun to do. And oh, yay. Wait, Wendy's here. Okay. So Wendy sent me some bouquets of flowers that she arranged in her garden. And this is one inspired by one of her photos. So just saying. 15 more sets to go, you guys. Let's do this. Oh, that pot. Yeah, the pot. I just added the pot. You had a different vase in there, but I just wanted to practice that. You like that one? Yay. 15 more sales to go, guys. We can do it. We've got this. All right. I still haven't done my middles. What is happening? What is going on? All right. So concentrated paint, we are going to just kind of a swoop-de-swoop like this. Swooping, swooping. Look at how thin we can get. Look at how thin we can get. Woo! I was going to use the quill. The quill can do about the same job, but I switched over to this for some reason. That's fine. So we've got our little thin marks here for the stamen. I should go live more often. This is so fun. Boop. Christy Rice does a lot of lives. She does them weekly, right? And she has such a blast over there. I love it. All right. Well, I do have my free classes and we do live weekly as well. I do have a live class on Monday. So check it out. Make sure to attend. I have to announce the link though. I haven't put the link out there, but I will on social media. So wait for that. I'm going to do a little stippling in the middle here. Why am I so parched? Oh my goodness. Thank you. You know what, guys? It is all practice makes improvement. That's it. That's it for everything we do. So, but ask me to do portraits and I will have a heart attack, literally. I can't. But I would have to learn. And I could learn by practicing a lot, right? Yeah. But anyway, it all takes practice. Everything we do. You want to learn to play the piano? Practice, right? Now we're just going to do the little, I call them like little eyelashes. I've been on vacation, have I? Nicole, have I? I've actually not been on vacation. Are you talking about pausing the workshops in March? So I was, but has one later today, I think. Wait, who are you talking about? Not me. So I took about 2 weeks off doing the lives in March because we were getting ready to launch my course, which we did at the end of March. And so that's why I took a break from the paintings because we were getting ready for launching. But I wasn't actually on vacation. I wish. That would have been awesome. I cannot read that. I need a translation for that comment. I would love to know what it says. So I did the stippling here, and then we're just going to do the little eyelashes here. I am taking a vacation though. It's first 2 weeks of June. Doing a little family traveling. So that'll be fun. So fun. After the kids get out of school. This looks like a little spider thing with lots of legs. Oh, Christy. Ah, yes. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. I saw her yesterday. She was live. Oh, she has one today as well? Okay. I guess she's making up for being gone or something. I got really confused. I thought you were talking about me. I was like, forgot that I had talked about Christy already. Little dotty dots. Look at how cute those dots are. Like these look like eyelashes to me. Eyelashes. Eyelashes. What are you guys saying? 14 to go, guys. Let's do this. You can do it. Shapes, forms, values. Exactly. Your centers are amazing. Are stunning. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you like them. To make them pop off the page. Yes. Mwah. 13 sales to go. Wendy's smiling. Okay. Like we're almost there. Let's do this. Let's do this. What else we're gonna do, people? You guys are still here. There's like still a solid crew just hanging out, waiting. Right. Oh, what? And obviously, like you have to be present, right? You have to be present, you have to be live to be able to do the whole giveaway situation. So that's why you got to stay. 155 in the cart. Man, if people purchased all of those, we would have less, we'd have less than 100 left. I can't do the math. 155 plus 85, it's 255, wait, minus 15, so 40. So we'd have, what, is that 60 left or something? Anyway, it'll happen. It was yesterday her live. Yeah, I was at her live. It was so fun. Okay, so we're gonna do some splatter, you guys. Ready? Splatters. I'm going with the hot pink. The hot pink, people. Hello, welcome. You just joined. Excellent. Thanks for saying hi. If you are interested in the brushes, I don't know if you're here for the launch, but while we're doing this live, you get that extra 5% off. You can see on the screen, Tammy5. And we have, I think, 13 sales to go. And then we are going to do a random giveaway for three giveaways for the 100 people that have purchased the set already. They will be entered in. You just bought my set, and thank you. Yes, pop on. Hi, Grammy. Grammy's got her groove on. Love your name. You are so inspiring. Oh, yay. I don't know what to say. That's so kind. So many people have inspired me. Can we just talk about that for a second? Can we just talk about, how like Jenna Rainian, she's moving to somewhere fabulous, and she's going to start a whole new adventure. And I learned so much from her. And Christy Rice, who's always like supporting and creating her community and generosity as well. For our art retreat last year, she donated all the supplies, except the paper. Meaden donated that. Yeah, she donated like mostly all the supplies for my attendees. And that was so generous and beautiful. Then there's like Emma LaFave too, where I've learned so much from her as well. And Ellen Creamy Trent, all these lovely, beautiful, strong women that have helped us learn and grow in our journey. I've been painting for almost 5 years. So I learned a lot from those people. And then I've been teaching for about 3.5 years myself. And so it's like, you kind of learn, 12 sales to go. Excellent. We're almost there for the giveaway. This is one of the sets, the ones we just painted live. And so that will be one of the sets we'll give away. Then we're going to give away this set. And then this is like, so not on the same topic. We're going to give away this set. Look at how the lavender is mixing with the lilac there. It's fun. So fun. It'll be randomized drawing. Christy is incredibly generous. Yeah, she's wonderful. Well, I feel like I should paint something else as we're waiting. Yes, Emma is so kind. Such lovely ladies. What should I do? I could just start playing with the brush marks. Oh, let me show you. This is what I painted the other day. This is part of the artwork that we did. Oh, let's do the artwork. Guys, we're going to stick here until we get to 100. I actually had a phone call I needed to make like in a minute. I'm actually going to text them and ask them if they can wait a little bit longer because we are still live and we're launching. It's very important that people get their giveaway paintings. I love that I can just text on my MacBook. So bear with me as I let them know and text them here. Aha, done. Okay, I'm sure they'll understand. All right, gotta go feed the horses, but fingers crossed for the awesome giveaway. Congrats on the brushes and all your beautiful paintings. Bye, Catherine. You're so gracious and helpful. Yeah, I guess you don't have to be here live to receive it because what's going to happen is, appreciate that, Nicole. And I appreciate you too and how you shared with me in the past and our conversations, as short as they have been, when I get to share, stories and information with people. I love that. Okay, good. They're okay with it. 11 sales to go. Jillian from Brush Movement. Oh, Jillian. Yeah, I love Jillian. Jillian and Crystal Tan. I know they're friends. I've definitely interacted with them a lot. They're lovely women. They're lovely. And they all kind of started. Well, Jillian's been painting longer. Then she took a break and then she came back to it. And then I think Crystal started around the pandemic and that sort of thing as well, just like myself. Sarah Burns, yeah, I purchased her brush set, some years ago. I was so excited to do that. Okay, we're going to paint more. We're going to paint this. I'm just going to do it. Maybe that's what I'll give away. I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself. But we're so close, you guys. And I know there's a lot of people that have them in their carts. They're just kind of like hanging out, waiting. I can't believe almost 100 people have bought the brushes so far. This is fabulous. You guys are awesome. So what am I doing? I don't want to rip this. Let me not show you. If I do it that way, I'm awkwardly holding it. But this is just me. When you have a block piece of paper, you have to use a tool. So if you haven't purchased the brushes, don't worry, don't leave. See, look, there it is. If you haven't purchased the brushes, you still absolutely have time to do that. And you can get that 5% off. The code is right there. I'm actually going to sign this right now ahead of time. Sarah Burns, yeah, she's so fun. I love that she paints outside. That she's so inspiring. And then where she lives is way too beautiful. Scotland, right? Okay. And I also might be preparing. I'm doing my art retreat in Italy since we're here talking about it. And I might actually be planning another one with a collaboration or another company. So I will announce that if and when that is happening in a different space, most likely. Definitely a different space. But so just saying, I love the idea of traveling. It's not something we can always do, or it can be complicated, but when we can get that chance, it's always very special. All right, so this one, we'll sign it. Okay, voila. So I've signed those for 3. It's actually 3. And we are going to paint a little bit more. How about painting more roses? Oh, great idea. Roses to me are not soothing. Actually, painting roses the non-traditional way is not bad. Let me think about it. Reposting questions. There's something as well. Oh yeah. Does anybody know? So I don't know if you heard my answer on that. Like, I don't know if there is. So I don't know if there's someone else that has that. I would check on Amazon. But like I said, I just, I flatten things with a book. And then that works really well. I don't know if there's anyone who has an answer. Hello, Kara. Welcome. We are almost 10 sales away from doing the giveaway. You withdraw your request. No, you don't have to. Listen, roses are the bane of our existence sometimes, but also they can be soothing. I'm trying to figure out where I did a video of some non-traditional roses on I think at this point, I'm actually going to just start doing this thing here. Sorry, if I had my references, I would, but yeah. Roses can be challenging. They are. You can check out my YouTube video though on roses. It's non-traditional roses and how to do them like with centers, or to do them with putting kind of like the dark or the lighter layer first and then adding in your darks later, instead of doing the C-curve shapes, you know. So, okay. Hi guys. Yeah, painting roses with a dagger brush is fun as well. Absolutely. Many of your Craftamo gouache brushes, love them. The travel ones on my wait list. Yeah, the travels look amazing. Okay, so this is the composition for the actual artwork on the box. Yeah, I do have some shorts as well. Exactly. Yeah, with painting some roses. And so let's go ahead and do this one. We've got a large sheet of paper here. And I think we have like 10 sales away, and then we'll do our giveaway of 3 giveaway package or gift packages. Okay. 3 gift packages. I'm very excited to do that with you guys and for you guys. So we're going to do this really fast. This one is just like pretty easy, loosey-goosey watercolor florals, and not going to make them like a bunch of layers or anything. So I'm grabbing some orange. I'm going to paint this fast, probably faster than the other one, because there's only so long we can do a live, and then people are just going to be like, yep, gotta go. So I appreciate the faithful followers that have been here this whole time. So this is like, you know, it's the same kind of concept we've been doing, but I'm going to close this one. That's a little bit. So what you can do is you can make them more round if you want, you know, just a lot more brush strokes maybe than what the other ones were like, kind of closing it in, less white space. I just want these to be very, very loose, and grabbing some different colors. I love all the giveaways. Yay! Beautiful flowers going to some lucky people. Yeah. Leslie, lightly spray the back of the painting. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. Place paper towels on wax people. Okay, that's good. Thank you for writing that down and for sharing that. All right, let's do the next one. How are you guys feeling? Feeling good? Feeling alive? So we can even just do like thin petals the whole time if you wanted to do like a thin flower. Just kind of play with it, play around with it, and then adding in more of that dark over the top and just letting it spread around and just kind of do its thing. You're really getting the feel for this filbert here. You can tell I love using this one. I'm actually going to do the center a little bit darker. Just a little bit of a dark center here. And let that just chill on there. Put this back. I realize you guys are off camera. There we are. We've got the faithful holding out, continuing to see all the things. Keep asking questions if you have any questions on any of this. Grab some yellow here, and then I'm just going to do some thin marks so you can see what that looks like, just doing the thin shape. So the side of the filbert, which is fun to try. We'll do some pink over here, the opera rose right here. And I got some really swoopy. See, you could do a water lily from the side this way if you wanted to. Got some really thick paint that I used. Yay. It's a little different in the floral shapesphere. I don't know what I'm saying. Do the brushes, they also do watercolor. So they're only watercolor. These are, I mean, you could use them they're meant for watercolor. So this is all watercolor here. And we're just going really dark with some of these. And then some of them we're doing light. I'm just I keep looking down to see, okay, what shapes do I want to do? I think or what colors? I'm going to do the alizarin crimson. I'm going to go dark for this one and really thin too. Swooping it, swooping it. It's a good practice in the swooping area. Oh man, upside down. It's definitely more challenging for me. I'm using the Winsor & Newton paint. I absolutely love them. Let's do red. Not a big red fan for some reason. I'm actually going to do different colors in here. I told you I was going to start going faster. How are we doing with our brush count? Are we close to the giveaway? Let's see. Love the large filbert. Mine is too small in some comparison. Yeah, I love it too. My paper I'm using, you guys, is Meeden, and you can find it in the description of any of my videos on YouTube. I have a collab with them, and they keep me stocked with samples. I love them. It's 100% cotton. It's a lot more affordable than Arches and others. Just so absorbent, cold press, beautiful texture. This is the 10 by 7, but I'm using the 9 by 12 large sheet. Absolutely fun. All right. Okay. We're going to put a few more here. Then we're going to start with some smaller gals. I do use a filbert a lot because she's my favorite, honestly. But depending on what I want to paint is what I'm going to break out and just utilize. Now I'm using some yellow ochre there. And we're just going to keep it like that. And then a few at the top with a smaller filbert. Let's do that. Meeden, M-E-E-D-E-N, Meeden. Thank you. Your painting looks embossed on the camera. Oh, lovely. 11 sales to go still. Okay, guys. Trying to purchase and use the code, but the code doesn't work. Tammy 5, number 5. Oh no, refresh the page and try again. Hopefully that works for you. I hope it works for you. Let me see here. Okay, let's do a darker pink to just pop off the page here. Boop, little filbert. She's just a fluffy, it's making fluffy shapes. So I'm not doing a lot of white space in between. Got a dry brushing, get some water on there. Boop. Practicing your shapes, practicing your shapes. My kids did not have off school today, but it sounds like there are some kids in the neighborhood that do have school. Being loud and having fun. They're being fine. They sound like they're having a blast outside. Just go all the way around. Why not? Okay, so those are the little filberts and what they can do. Can you use the code if you pay by PayPal? That's a great question for Craftamo. I'm not sure. Oh, Pat, I'm sorry. Yeah, the code is like $3 off, so it's not a huge difference, but it's something, So, all right, let me see. Now let's start adding our stems. Let's do our stems. Hey, Joyce. Yeah, you got your brushes. Yay. Or you ordered them. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited at all of you guys showing up, being supportive. Like I was saying before, I was afraid. I was just like, what if I go to the live and no one comes? I don't know. I wasn't not even like no one purchases, but just nobody shows up. And that was a very sad thought for me. So anyway, and you guys showed up. So thank you for being here and for chilling and for hanging out. I'm really excited about that. I'm very excited about that. Just doing that little anchoring points here. So if you guys want to go back and, watch these later and try this out, we will definitely have this replay up when it's done processing and rendering and all that stuff that happens after a live. Yay. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you for spending your morning with me today, you guys. Sorry, I'm very obsessed about making sure this is straight for some reason. Perfectionism, Tammy, you gotta let it go. I like the thin marks that we do with the side of the filbert. It took the code. Yay. Okay, good. You paid via PayPal. I figured that would work, but honestly, I hadn't gone through it myself. So I wasn't sure about it. So, okay. Including shipping in the US. Okay, not bad. Very nice. I'm glad. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, so we have this happening here. I don't know if I'm using all the brushes at this point. I'm just kind of sitting back and chilling. We're gonna just kind of observing. I like the shape that's happening. So this is the original artwork for the box, and now we're just doing something a little different. Done. Woohoo, you did it. Good job. All right, so we're gonna do some swirling of our brush, the quill, and we're gonna do some roundies. Actually, I was gonna do stems, but maybe I won't do stems. Maybe I'll just do leaves around and just call it a day. So you know how actually, let's do round ones. Round ones. Nasturtium, is that how you say it? I painted some nasturtium several times in the past at sometimes. I don't know when it was, a few months ago or something. And I love their roundy leaves. And so I've been really obsessed with using those. 10 sales to go. All right. We're going to get there, you guys. We're going to get there. What's really fun is that let's just say I've been drinking lots of water. So there's that, but I will be fine. You've got to stay hydrated. You've got to stay hydrated. So going with a darker value then, darker green, letting those bleed into each other if they touch. No worries, no problem. It always feels a little scary when you start adding in some things like, okay, how is this going to come out? So that's our brain telling us. It's kind of that self-sabotaging piece, which can be tricky, which can be hard to ignore. So I always tell people the story in your head is so important on how successful you become. Some blue is screaming. Oh, blue. That would be a good idea. We could do some blue. I like that. We could do some cobalt blue, which is a fabulous color. A cobalt blue. What happens if I go like this? Not that. No, well, I don't want to do that. Okay, never mind. I was just thinking I could have a little thumbnail of my face on the side, and I was like, why? What's the point? All right. I bought some beautiful delphinium at the store. It's gorgeous. Oh, I love buying flowers for myself. I need to buy some flowers for myself for some real life painting experience. Actually, I can go to my friend's garden and she would allow me to pick whatever. Just so nice. She's so kind. Okay. Focus, Tammy. So you can do those roundy shapes with the quill. You can just press down and create some beautiful loosey-goosey marks like this. Look at that point. Look at the point. The point. It is so pointy. It's like a hair. It's a hair. Look at how pointy. Look at how thin. It's amazing. No, I think blue is a good idea. I just have to figure out where to put them. Okay. So if you haven't purchased your brushes, we are 10 to go, and then we will do our giveaway, which is going to be 3 different giveaways of the paintings that we've done today. And it will be based on those that have purchased. I will pick some numbers, and Craftamo will tell me which customers were the numbers that I chose, okay? Those are fun. Kind of look, I don't know. I love the thin mark, just really makes me happy because that to me, when the frustration of my existence when I was learning to paint was the brushes I had could not get those thin marks. Look at the thin marks. Holy cow. You can't even see it on the screen. Barely. You really barely can. It's so tiny. So I just had clunky brushes when I first started. That's what I could afford. And that's fine. And I practiced, but it was very frustrating. So I had to get some brushes that would give me that nice thin line. And then I feel like your leaves look more realistic that way. Let's see here. Using the dagger, missing the jar. Missing the jar. So with the dagger brush, the point up towards the top and away from me. Okay, thank you, Nicole. We will reach out to the people that win. Traffic is not great. Take care of yourself. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so we're just going to do, what am I doing? We're going to do some beautiful dagger leaves. So just 2 brush strokes. Well, that's 2 right there, and then you fill it in. And then a different green. Slightly farther down. You're going to get more of those angular brush strokes this way. It keeps you on your toes because there is technique involved, maybe more so than any of the others, and you just have to kind of, figure it out. And you twist and you turn the brush just to see how you can get those marks. Okay, that's really crooked. So we've got that sticking out right there. We can do, what else are we going to do? I'm actually going to go back to my large filbert and use that to create some greens as well. And just using the belly of the brush. There you go. You can do some long strokes or some shorter ones too. Whatever you want to do. Even it out. And so now I want to go this way and kind of elongate up here. All right, and maybe a little mark right there as well. Da, da, da. Thank you, Sabrina. You're still here. You're holding on. Very nice. I feel like I just heard a chicken. There is a neighbor that has some chickens. I've heard a rooster, but he's usually very quiet. And so I think I just heard one. That's so funny because I don't live in a farmy area, but he's there. He's just well behaved, which is so fun. I'm glad. And then just like a little bit at the top here, some greenery. So you just poke in the colors that you want to, make the shape that you want to. And I did a similar one to this, what the quill did, but it's a little bit more kind of angular, a little bit harder to control as well. So there's that. Okay. And I'm not going to fill in the white space for this. We just might add in a little bit more over the top. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. Yeah, so Pat, this one I did really fast. The first one I did very slow, and the second one pretty slow. And this one, I was like, we're running out of a little bit of time. We're just kind of waiting for those last sales to come in so we can do our giveaway. But because we've been live for a while now, and I know that eventually every good thing has to come to an end. But I wanted to do a third painting. And so this one has been fast. And I promise people, but there will be the replay so you guys can go back and you can watch it and catch up if you like as well. But thanks for trying to catch up. That's lovely that you're painting with me. I am feeling so tired. I woke up way too early because I was too excited about this whole thing. So if I'm going to, the promotion again, anyone who's joining us live for the first time. Okay, so Kara purchased via PayPal. Excellent. So yes, you can use PayPal and the 5% discount will work. If you're just joining, we are launching these brushes and we will be live just probably a few more minutes. And once we get to 100 sales, we're almost there. We are going to do our giveaway and 3 giveaways. I've decided it was going to be 1, but I decided we're going to give away 3 painting packages. So 3 packages with paintings that I have made either right now. This one will be given away too. I think what I'll do is I will give that away with this one. Okay. Instead of that little one, I'm going to give away this one and this one as a set. Yay. Okay. All right. What am I doing? I think I'm good with like all the placement with everything. I just want to add a little bit more over the top for some things. So this one, I used my large filbert for this. I'm going to just use it again. This flower, I used yellow ochre, very, very light, very saturated, and that worked out well. Let's see who has the stuff in their cart. That's the thing. I know some people wait for a bit until purchasing. So 163 in the carts. Wow. Amazing. We are close to 100 sales. That's exciting. I hope everyone, for the most part, was able to get their discount, their 5% off. I think it works out to probably like $3 or something. I feel like that's what it was, but I haven't actually done the math myself. I could be super wrong. Actually, I have no idea. I don't know. My brain is broken. Just putting in light swoopies to make some magic. Yeah, I don't know if it's 5% off the price. Well, then there's shipping after that, of course. 5%. Yeah. Oh, 5%. Yeah, that's $3. Yay. I can do math. Da, 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 da. Bright pink coming at you. Dab your brush. And then just, you're getting a little extra. Oh, we're not going to use that. We're going to use a smaller one. All the faithful few that are, the faithful people, not few, there's a lot of you guys here. The faithful ones that have stuck around that are staying for the giveaway. Love it. Okay, we've gotten a little bit of extra there. This one, I'm going to leave it light, but I'm going to take my 6 and just kind of, stipple over the top. Ah, very nice. I'm going to do that with this too. That's my favorite way of doing a center. It's very easy and cute. And I'm actually going to go out of the lines a little bit like this. So it's not just this perfect circle. I know I did cover up the orange center that was there, but that's what happens. Tips for lefties. So that is, honestly, people have asked me that. And of course, I'm not a lefty, so I don't know. But honestly, I feel like it's, you have the same problems that I have, except opposite. So, I like to rest my hand on my paper. I want to make sure that this side is dry before I do that, right? So in the same way you're doing that, when you are painting, so instead of when I paint, I kind of do swooping here and over here and over here, and that's easier. For me, it gets more challenging when I go this way. So for you, it's going to be more challenging, most likely going this way. So just do this. If it's more challenging, just flip your paper so that whatever angle is most difficult for you to do, then just make sure to rotate your paper. I think that's something that people do not do. And they've been told you're not supposed to rotate your paper. I've heard people say that because you're supposed to paint everything from one angle. And I just think that's dumb. Do what you need to do. Chief and happy. Nathaniel Stambuli. No. I'll have to look her up. I will write that down. But that's kind. If you said cheerful and happy. Nice. Okay. I'll look them up. See, I like to get tips from you guys. 9 sales to go. Okay, that's exciting, you guys. All right, so I don't know if the lefty stuff helps at all, but that's sort of how I see things, how that might be. Your problems are, I think, are the opposite of what my problems are. So the parts where it feels awkward to paint, I'm just going to go like this so I can still paint from the angle. Hello. That I'm most comfortable with. Does that help? Hopefully. All right, let's do some splatter. We're going to take the number 6 round, and I'm going to grab pink. I like to splatter. I'm a splatter girl. Tammy, 5 discount isn't working with Craftamo. I'd say refresh the page and try again. It should be working. I mean, you typed it in correctly there. So if that's how you type it in, it should work. So I'd say refresh and try again. Okay. Sorry that you're having issues with it. That's definitely frustrating. All right. Little taps, getting my splatter on there. As you can see, I like to choose 3 sections to do it on instead of splattering everywhere. And then we can even just take that small brush, grab more dark concentrations of paint. And I always say blob it on, right? Just blob it on. Just blob it on. Little happy marks. Little marks. Little happy marks. Okay. And you can choose, of course, whatever shades of green you would like. Yeah, the blue-green leaves do make things pop. I know, they're so fun. And if you were to just take darker versions of that, like that, just adding that in, holy cow, it really starts to pop. Isn't that fun? It's so fun. So let me know, Alicia, if you can get the discount code to work. I really would love for that to work for you. Just, refreshing. Sometimes things just get wonky and we don't always know why, but it's been working for everyone else. So I'm thinking maybe a refresh would help. Let me know if you get it to work. I'm very curious. Very curious. And you can even just, press down with the belly of the brush to create more fillers. Over here, we can do that too. Yeah, just fun. I know I didn't do the blue that Nicole you were mentioning as an idea. That was a good idea. I feel like I don't have room for it, but I do love blue. We did that did we do that one? I can't remember now. Yeah, we did the blue and the other one, and that was fun. So fun. Okay. All right. I feel like this painting is done. No, we're not done. We're going to do a little bit of the yellow, the green gold. Boop. I wonder how many people have joined the live because I know people come and go. I'll get to see the final numbers when we're done. So fun. So many people have stopped by to be a part of it, and it's been such a party. This is kind of a weird leaf situation happening. I don't really know what's going on there, but it is what it is. Sometimes, you do things that feel like they're kind of weird, but then they end up working well for whatever reason. So you luck out. Sometimes you put marks that you don't love and you're just like, oh, it is what it is. Okay, they fixed it. Yay. Okay, try again, Alicia, see if it works. All right, so let me show you guys the paintings that we have done so far that we're going to give away, but I do need to take a drink of water. All right, so let me see. Sorry, itchy nose again. So this is the one. I'm going to take off the banner just so you guys can see the full thing. Spectacular, it says. All right, so we've got that 7 sales. Yay! And I don't think Alicia purchased yet. So when you purchase, it'll be 6. Yay. Okay, just want to show you guys all the things we did today. I'm having a hard time keeping it straight. How about I just let it be wonky on purpose? Does that bother anyone? Oh my goodness. So crazy. Okay. Very different than the original, right? Just different. Every time I do it, it's different. All right. So that one, we're doing the 3 giveaways very soon. You got yours ordered, Karen? Yahoo! Okay. Guys, we're almost there. I'm so excited. You guys are so amazing. All right. And there's still, of course, after today, there's 6 more days of the launch, but just without that 5%. 5%, man. I mean, it's 5%. Like it's $3. It helps with the shipping costs, so it's worth it. So this is going to be 1 giveaway. Okay. 2 larger paintings. The other one has a smaller or like a large and a medium. So that's 1. It's still wet, so I have to be careful. Then the next giveaway, the second one is going to be this one over here. These are the ones we painted live, the others that we painted live. So it needs to go over here. And this one I painted live with students yesterday. I know, right? Contrast, like the high contrast, light, medium. Oh, Alicia purchased. Yay, the discount worked after refresh your genius. No, I'm not. You know what? Other people said that at the beginning of the live. They're like, refresh your page. And it's like, it's always that, right? Oh, your phone's not working. Refresh, restart, reset your computer. Like, why does that work every time? Sometimes I'll go onto YouTube and I hear no sound. And there's nothing wrong with the sound. It's just not playing and it's not muted. So then I reset my phone or my computer and then it works. So whatever. Magical things happen. I'm so glad you got it. You missed yesterday's painting. Well, Karen, the replay is up. So you can go ahead over there later on and you can paint it. Okay. So this painting, you're talking about the one in the pot. That was like not a YouTube one, but it was a private class. These are also pretty. Thank you. I mean, not a private class. There's one that so anyway, I do free classes online. I'm actually on Monday at 9 a.m. Central, we'll be doing our next class. So I will be advertising that on social media soon. You can sign up for that. And those are the spaces where I do some of those paintings. Okay. This is the second giveaway. Okay. I need an update, Craftamo, on how many left until the giveaway. Because I know we've had a few sales come in, unless maybe the 7 is including those other ones. Maybe you don't have to respond unless we have a different number. How about that? I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, and so this one is one I did the other day. And this is very much similar to the other one you saw me do today. So this is the third giveaway. Okay. So thank you. So there's, it's just random. You'll get what you get, but I'm, kind of like putting them together in little sets. So it'd be so fun. And yes, these are really bright, brilliant paintings. There's a lot of bright paint that I use with Winsor & Newton, and this one you already saw. So, okay, I have nothing else left to paint, but I'm going to let this just kind of chill here and hang out. I'm going to ask a question because we've been doing this live now for almost 3 hours. Craftamo, what do you think? How about we just do the giveaway? We can do 3 giveaways with the people that have purchased. If anyone else purchases now, like you still can be entered in if you get there before we grab our numbers or we decide our numbers. But I'm thinking we should just do it because, at this point, it's been almost 3 hours and I do have a meeting I have to get to. And so, every good thing has to come to an end. But I'm thinking that we can do that. Yay. Okay. We can still do it. Now, if you want to be part of it, though, as we're slowly picking our numbers, get your purchase in, and then you will be part of in that giveaway or the chance to win one of the 3 painting groupings. Okay. I'm just showing those to you guys right now. That's one of the groupings. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to be like, okay, here's the first grouping. I'm going to choose a number and then they're going to tell me which person got it. And I'll make sure to write your name on it. So I will make sure to get you, whoever you are, that specific painting. Shall we do that? I think that'll be fun. All right, Kara. Yes, it's been almost 3 hours. Isn't that crazy? That's why I need to go to the bathroom. I drank so much water. Sorry, TMI. I tend to just be, I'm just going to be real. Like we all have to go to the bathroom once in a while, right? So we're not robots. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our first of the 3 giveaways now. Again, if you want to get yourself into the space, how many numbers we have? 93 orders? If we have 93, then I'm going to choose a number between 1 and 93. I'm actually going to do a randomizer because I just don't trust my brain just to do it. I want it to be as random as possible. Okay? All right. So I think it's 93. Just, let's see. Actually, yeah. Let's see here. A random number. Random number generator. From 1 to, is it 93? Let me check and see. Okay, 93. We have 93 orders. So if any orders get in before we do the next giveaway, then the number might increase. All right. So the first number is, let me see here. Generate. Do I not know how this works? Oh, 70. Okay. Number 70. So Craftamo will let us know who purchaser number 70 is, and then you will get these paintings. Let me get the bookmarks out. I take paintings that I don't love and I chop them down into bookmarks, and then I love them much better. All right. Let's see who is lucky number 70 getting this bookmark and this. Wait, no, that's from the same painting. Get you a random one. A shorty and a longie. All right, this will be the first care package. I'm very excited. This is pretty much dry. I'm actually going to dry it right now. So give them just a moment because they have to go look through all the purchases and see who it is. And I got to sign this too. Whee! So let me sign this right here. If you are just joining us, get your purchase in at craftamo.com, and then you can be in the giveaway to possibly win one of these care packages. So I'm going to sign this at some point. Do you know how hard it is to sign? That just is like really tiny. On textured paper, it is pretty tough. So I just did it. All right, so that's the first one. This will be a little care package here, and I'm going to take this off of the block. If anyone else purchases between now and when we're almost done, let me know, because maybe you'll be entered into the giveaway. I'm doing random numbers here, a random number generator. It was between 1 and 93. Those are the orders we have. The winner is Jericho Ortlib from Ohio. Okay, very cool. Cool. Jerica, are you here? Are you present? I will get your address from Craftamo and I will be able to send this care package to you. It won't be today, but it's going to be within next week. I will get the care packages out. And so this is for Jerica. She may not be here. All right, we're gonna do this giveaway. We're gonna do the next one. So we have this for Jerica. You will be getting these in the mail, and I will put that into plastic for you and keep it all protected and everything. Okay, let's do the next one. Let's do the next one. For the next giveaway, it's going to be these. These are my references that I used today. I did not paint them live. 2 little bookmarks as well. And we're going to see who the winner is for that. So we're going to do the generating. We still have 93, I think. So we're going to go ahead and get that going on. Yes, congratulations. The next one is going to be number 56. Number 56. All right. So the team will check out who number 56 is and let us know. These are both signed. I'm going to go get my plastic and I'm actually going to, get it ready. La, 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 la. You guys are so patient to wait. Woo-hoo. This is fun. So much fun. Just doing this all live is so great. I literally have the bags are so little. So I literally have to cut down my large paintings. You get to see my process. So I have to go like this, shave off a tiny bit so that I can fit this side inside here and shave off just a tiny bit, and then they'll fit in the plastic. They'll still fit in your frames, don't worry. All right, number 56. Who is that? I'm so excited to find out. And I've got to put your name in here, so I can't put it in there yet. Dun, 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 dun. I'll cut those paintings down later. Ugh, sounds like too much work. Right now, my brain needs a break. All right, so we've got these 2 gals right here. I'm going to pick out some bookmarks for the third one. You guys are so patient. I appreciate it so much. Got my bookmarks. I love doing care packages. I used to sell my art and then I just stopped doing that because it was a whole thing. It was kind of a lot to do. So, okay, second winner, Vicky Westbrook from Oregon. Yay! Go ahead. Congratulations, Vicky. You get this care package. It's hard to write on here. I need a Sharpie. Speaking of a Sharpie, it was crazy day at school and my 11-year-old son decided to draw a mustache, a very thick mustache on himself, on his face. So therefore, he has a really nice Sharpie mustache still. And that was Monday or Tuesday, I think. So anywho, congrats. Sharpies are useful, but should never be put on the skin. All right. So congratulations, Vicky. You will be getting this care package. And I'm actually going to just put this in here right now. And then we're going to do the third one. If there's anyone here that's joining us that hasn't gotten their watercolor brushes, please head over to Craftamo or head over to the link in the description of this video. Use the code TAMMY5, T-A-M-M-Y, and the number 5 to get 5% off. Launch week, the brushes are $60, but they go up to $70 after launch week. So, but today, of course, during the live, you get that 5%, which is super. So there we go. That's for Vicky. Yay. Congratulations, Vicky. That's so exciting. I like painting flowers, add mountain scenery. Oh yeah. And mountain sceneries. Oh yes. I love all that too. I love doing landscapes. Okay. Here's the third giveaway. This is what we actually painted today. I feel like maybe it makes it a little more special because you saw it live. I don't know. and you guys will get the original, whoever you are. So the last person, we're randomly choosing that number. And Craftamo, just double checking. I'm assuming we're still at 93 sales. And let's see here. Look at that. That's going to be so fun. All this one needs to be cut down, and it'll fit into our plastic baggie as well. Just getting that final number confirmation. You guys are so patient. Where are my plastic bags? There we go. Oh, I'm going to lose my mind. Plastic baggie over there. And cutting it down. Okay, doing the number. You guys ready? The random number is 21. Who is customer number 21? They will win. That was loud. They will win this care package. I'm so excited to give away 3. I mean, 1 is fun, 2 is great, but 3 is extra exciting. 3 people will get a little care package, which will be fun to get. It's always fun to get mail. Like when we get mail now, it's just boring stuff, bills and spammy stuff, right? So nice personal mail. Always a fun time. Always a fun time. I'm going to shave this down so I can package them up. You guys are just part of my process today. Thank you for hanging out with me. Whether you purchased or you painted or you purchased and painted or you just hung out, I appreciate you all. I didn't have to experience going to my live and nobody showing up. Not that that would happen. You guys wouldn't do that. You guys clearly don't do that. But just saying, there's a few paranoid thoughts. This one has a little bit of green on the back. It's just a little extra. Leslie Pratt from Iowa is the 3rd winner. Congratulations. So I don't know if any of these people are here still, but we will. That's you. Yay. Okay. Congratulations. You are here. I'm so glad. So you get these, the ones we painted live. Congrats. I got goosebumps. It's so fun to see the person that wins it actually, here being excited. So yay. I'm so happy. So this is for you. I'm going to package it up for you. So those were our winners for today. Thank you, Leah. It was such a successful launch. I'm so excited to see what happens and how you guys use your brushes. So if you guys, when you use the brushes, like, please hashtag Tammy K Art. Boom. Okay. If you didn't know it already, on Instagram, tag me, and just like let me know how you're using the brushes. You enjoyed the launch. Yay. Thank you for being here the whole time. It's so amazing. Okay. So that was, okay, Leslie. You have a different spelling. I want to get it right. Congrats. Leslie. It's not that hard, but I'm just like, that's different than I'm used to. And so I don't want to get it wrong. Yay. It's so fun when the person is actually here. Painting with you is so relaxing. Thank you, Julie. So nice to hear that. You're so excited. Woohoo. Yeah, you got these that we did live. So putting those in the little package for you now. You're proud of what you painted, Rachel. That gave me goosebumps again. It gave me goosebumps to hear that. Appreciate that so much, that you love what you did. When you love what you do, there's that sense of accomplishment and of pride. And remembering when you don't always love what you do, just say, what can I learn from this? Yes, congrats to all 3 of you. Thank you, Amber. Just might see me in Italy. Hey, look me up. Send me a message. You can go to tammyk.com. Anybody, I have 3 spots left for my Italy trip, maybe 4, depending on the rooming situation of what people are wanting. But yeah, we're going to have so much fun painting florals and landscapes and all the things. So my care packages are here. I'm going to flip over. I'm going to show you this real quick. These are the 3 care packages. They've got the bookmarks in there, so you can't see everything right? Because it's all just like 2 paintings in one. Okay. My brushes are going on Ellen Can Retrans Portugal retreat in 5 weeks. I wish I could go on yours too. Oh, yeah, that's so fun. Please say hi to Ellen. I don't think she knows who I am, but I have reached out to her and messaged her before with questions about YouTube, and she's fabulous. I've learned so much from her. Please like tag me in your photos there. Oh my goodness. Thank you for taking them with. That is so kind. That's so nice. Okay, so let's flip this over to my face. Are you done? Are you done watching the desk? The desk is empty now. So thank you so much for being here, guys. I'm really overwhelmed that we've made almost 100 sales so far in the first 3 hours. For me, that is incredible. I'm getting my hair chopped. I'm pretty excited about it. It does not look like I've lost a third of my hair. I have a lot of hair, but I did lose it. So this part, it gets really like thin and stringy at the end. I just was really stressed out last summer, fall it was, and I lost a third of my hair. I don't know. So it's like stringy and it's really dead end. It's been a whole year. So I'm going to chop this. I'm going to chop it probably to here. I'm very excited for the summer. A little celebration, I guess, and hang out with my kids and my husband and go hiking this Sunday. So we are going to be saying sayonara to the live stream. As fun as it was, every good thing has to come to an end. You know what I'm saying? There's the giveaway painting. So I will get the address for these people who won from Craftamo. They will share that with me. Thank you, Kara. Thank you for your support. And we will get those care packages. Oh, do not update my computer right now. Okay, it's giving me like, would you like to update? No, I don't. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is a Goodwill find. I'm a thrift store girl. It's like a cougar or something. Anyway, so thanks for being here. The brushes are still going to be there they'll be there as long as they are. I know some of you are waiting to purchase later when it's more convenient for you. As we end the live now, the 5% discount will no longer be available, but the brushes will still be $60 for the set. I think it's a really good, really great price. Think about it as like $12 a brush. When you're getting quality brushes, they are synthetic, they're cruelty-free, which is very important to me. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you for supporting me. So thank you to you. When you see these brushes, I just one final, think about it as, okay, there's 5 brushes, so $12 a brush, but not really, because if you look at like quality brushes, a quill, you could pay easily $20 to $30 for a quill for a filbert on its own, a quality brush. You need a brush that's not going to be pulling out bristles, that's not going to be misshapen after time. You need a brush that you can use. And so it is an investment. For some people more than others. It depends on where your budget is at. But these are quality, yes, $60 US dollars plus the shipping. But again, if I'm still talking and you purchase, you can use the Tammy5 code and get that 5% off. But so think about it that way. Those brushes can be quite pricey if it's a quality brush, and it's going to last you for years if you take good care of it. So, the supplies, it's an investment in our future of not being frustrated, I guess. So, whether you get this brush set or you use what you have or use someone else's, that's fine. I want you to feel like you deserve to use good stuff and to use it. But then, you're going to take care of it and it's going to last you a while. And so, a lot of people say, and this is my little shtick, I guess, that I go on, is that there's a little code if you want to purchase with the discount. Real quick before we go, a lot of people get to be sticklers on supplies. And so, I'm going to say these brushes are fabulous. I have my stamp of approval because I was able to choose everything in it. But I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but if it's something that has interested you, you have some time to purchase as well. And I just appreciate everyone that's been able to come out here and chat with me and keep me company and paid. You're so encouraging. And I feel like I don't deserve so much. Not that I don't deserve. It's more than I expected. And I feel overwhelmed and joyful to have had you guys here. So anyway, I'm going to keep blabbing on and on if I don't just stop right now. But I say to people too, if you don't have a budget for the supplies you need, the paper that you're wanting, or the brushes, or what's the other thing, the paint, then you just use what you have and you slowly build up your collection over time, one thing at a time, so that you can use the supplies that you feel comfortable with. Okay. But using what you have is always like, there's nothing bad about that. But getting some special stuff once in a while is also really wonderful. You can't wait to see my new look. Oh yeah, hopefully it works out. So it'll be good to get rid of the dead stuff. Thanks so much, guys. I think we're going to head out and end the live at this. Appreciate each and every one of you getting over almost up to 100 sales. So incredible. I'm excited to see where this goes and so grateful to Craftamo for this collaboration. You guys have been so kind and generous to invite me into the family. So thank you guys. Happy painting, happy mental health, and catch it on the replay. If you're watching the replay, when it is a replay, type in replay. All right. Bye, guys. All right. Happy Easter.